live, but I want to save the Super Bowl talks for later.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I do want to talk to people about this, right? Because I think this is one of the most unfair criticisms of Lamar Jackson and who he is as a player, right?
Mhm.
Joe Burrow, in his first year, what happened, G baby?
Towards ACL, I think, or MCL, whatever it was.
Okay, cool. The second year he was healthy, and his third year was healthy, right?
I think his third year he had like a nagging injury, but nothing that kept him out.
I think it was like a knee injury that just was like affecting his play, but it didn't want anything serious. I may be wrong though. So
Cool. So we have that going this year with his calf, and this year him getting hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it seems to me like there needs to be an injury risk on top of Joe Burrow, similar to how it was for Lamar Jackson. Because when Lamar Jackson's getting hurt, and even then, like, it's not even as serious of injuries as Joe Burrow's having. He's an injury risk. He's the guys we need to pay attention for. He's the guy that we need to be mindful for. But Joe Burrow, why are we not talking about Joe Burrow in the same light, man?
Oh, you want to know what I think it is? And it's not even like me saying, I just think in general. Joe Burrow, I mean, yeah, he had so I guess this just happened. So he's had 2 injuries that have ended his season, just like Lamar has had 2 injuries that ended the season. But I think up until this injury this year, the way we were looking at it, well, Lamar's seasons were ending. Like they were like Joe Burrow's injuries kind of, other than that 1 year, just kind of was nagging, but he still played through it. Might miss a game here, but it never kept him out of getting to the playoffs or whatever the case. Lamar, he had back-to-back seasons, if I'm not mistaken, where that injury cost him like the rest of the season. Like, I know last year there was things about his contract and all that stuff missing, and then the year before, that was the year. Was the year before the year where Tyler Huntley had to play in the playoff game, or was that last year? I can't remember what happened the year before.
Last year.
Yeah, so I can't remember what happened the year before, but that's what I think overall the overarching thing is I think that they see Joe Burrow. It's kind of like when you get hurt matters a lot, because if you're somebody, it's kind of like Joel Embiid. If Joel Embiid was always getting hurt at the beginning of the season as opposed to right around playoff time, they look at it a lot differently. But because he's always getting hurt around playoff time, and at the end of the year, you're gonna get that more. You're gonna get that tax a lot more than as you were if you would just get beginning of the year. You know what I mean? That I think that's what the general, like, subconsciously, I think that's how people see it. It's not right, but I think that's how people see it.
Interesting. Great.
no, I kind of feel the same way. It's just with me and Joe Burrow, I think it's just, after the Super Bowl run that he had, and he's just been unlucky with a string of injuries. And I think I think to say it's an injury risk, you can say it's an injury risk, but my thing with Joe Burrow is I feel like if these injuries are keeping you out for multiple time for the season, I think it's more of a concern for me. But right now, I'm kind of like with Joe Burrow in the sense of if we're trying to say if it's like an injury risk, I don't really think of it that way, because I look at it and kind of say, like, yeah, he's had a bunch of injuries, but I still think we have to also understand he has played through those injuries too. So I think it just shows that, like, I still think it's not. I just think he's been unlucky with the injuries he's gotten, and I think having to sometimes play through that has ended up affecting his play too. But I mean, that's just.
So this is my thing, right? This is my whole thing.
Talk to me.
My whole thing is, and this is for everybody online, this is for everybody, all the Lamar Jackson people that hate on him, right? If you're going to sit here and criticize Lamar Jackson, if you were one of the guys that sat here and said Lamar Jackson is an injury concern, I expect y'all to hold the same energy towards Joe Burrow, because this guy has had far more serious injuries and has played through more injuries than Lamar Jackson. And the fact y'all put that tag on him, but not Joe Burrow, is insane to me. And I think Trent gave me this idea too. Like, how are you even going to talk about Joe Burrow? How are you going to call him the second best quarterback or even the third best quarterback in the league right now, when that's one of the big reasons why you didn't have Lamar Jackson in your top 5?
Wow. Yeah, that is a good point. I mean, that's not necessarily me, but I do feel like with Lamar Jackson, I feel like last year, mainly me and Trent, I don't really know everybody else off the top, but I know me and Trent were saying he was on the way. He was approaching that. Like, it was kind of like if you get that third injury that keeps you out towards the end of the season again, then it's kind of like GG's. But me and Trent didn't stop that from putting Lamar in our top fives, though. So for those who did use that, yeah, Joe Burrow, this is now your second injury that ended your season. So using that same logic, you're kind of approaching it. You're on your way to being injury prone.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why people aren't going to take Joe Burrow out of his top five, because, he made a Super Bowl year 2. He's the only other person other than Brady to beat Mahomes in the playoffs. It's Burrow head.
But why is Joe Burrow injury prone?
Because he's had in his 4 years in the league, he's had at the very
He's
least
been injury. He's been injury.
Two injuries that have ended his season, and then I think last year, or the year before, he had a nagging injury. Granted, he played through it, so cool.
So where I'm getting at is, how does he get those injuries?
He gets sacked,
right?
I mean, I think the knee. I think the knee one. I think was like I don't know if he was scrambling or what happened, but yeah, no. I mean, I feel you, but same thing with Lamar.
Can we agree that most of his injuries come from bad sacks, right?
That he takes, or you're blaming the O-line?
Oh, the O-line.
You could talk about how the O-line is definitely a part of it, but that's also similar to Andrew Luck and even Lamar Jackson's case.
Right?
Right.
So I keep thinking that these quarterbacks that's coming to these teams with no O-line, like a Caleb Williams, like a Drake May, gonna just be good.
Okay,
so assume they're gonna be good. Y'all want these teams to draft the best thing possible, but don't have no O-line for him.
Okay,
expect him to still be great.
But here's the thing, though: Joe Burrow, at least not that first year, he was playing really good, but then but that second year still had one of the worst O-lines in the league. It was playing good. Lamar, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think his O-line. Yeah, the second half of the season, I don't think Lamar's O-line is anywhere near as bad as that. Personally, I just think Lamar. I mean, let's be real. The more you use your legs, and the more you use that running ability, the more likely it is you're probably going to take an injury that these other quarterbacks won't. However, when it comes to Joe Burrow, that knee, I don't remember exactly the play, but I'm almost positive that knee injury he had rookie year was just because off of a scramble or something. Like, I don't think it had anything to do with the O-line. Last year, I just remember, I mean, this past season, I know he was dealing with the calf. I think he came into training camp with that issue, or came into preseason with the calf issue. But again, I don't think it had necessarily anything to do with the O-line. Just talking about these guys specifically. So I understand having a bad. I mean, Andrew Luck retired, and literally the same year he retired, that O-line decided to wake up. So I get it, but I feel like when it comes to these two specifically, which is why Dub asked that question. Yeah, Joe Burrow, you are on the way to that injury-prone type of thing. And the thing is, Joe Burrow, if I'm not mistaken, he just got paid. Is he the highest? I don't know if he's the highest, but he definitely got that bag. Him and Herb.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's the highest right now.
I don't think Andrew Luck's line started to get good once he left. I mean, they smarted up once he left. What happened was Jim Irsay put all of his cash and his coin into Andrew Luck. He didn't give a damn about a line. Mm-hmm. By the time he started to build bits and pieces for a line, Andrew Luck's body already took too much damage. He was like, I'm out.
Wait, no, that's not true. They were terrible at giving Andrew Luck help, bro. It's not because they put so much money into Andrew Luck so they couldn't afford it.
I'm talking about what I'm saying is like this. It's the same thing they did with Patrick Mahomes, Doug. In their mind, Patrick Mahomes so good, we're not going to get him a star receiver. He can make anybody look good. And you saw this year he had one of the worst seasons statistically he's ever had in his career. Because, same they did with Tom Brady, you're so good, I can get the fourth round and you're going to make him look good. What I'm saying with Andrew Luck, what they did was, because he was so good of a quarterback, they didn't focus on the O-line the way they should have focused on.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I agree with that.
Now that he's beat up, and now we starting to finally get pieces for the O-line, it's too late. I don't want to be here no more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, by the time the O-line started to wake up and they finally decided to get the pieces, Andrew Luck kind of threw in the towel. So that makes sense. He had enough, because if you're getting beat up, because if you look at those games that he's played, he got beat up. Like, I'm talking beat up. And then when you finally decide to make the decision to fix the O-line, he said I had enough.
It's almost like if I call you for a ride and you keep saying, I'm on the way, 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 I'm just gonna leave eventually. Like, all right, bro, how many times you gonna be on the way before you're here?
But also too, like, what year was the year Andrew Luck retired? Because I believe he retired like in preseason or something.
2018. He retired.
Yeah, they had to retire like right before preseason
That's when
or something.
That's
the
literally
O-line
right
literally
when the O-line became great.
Immediately, like it was like, oh snap, this one.
There was discussions that if Andrew Luck was like, if this was like prime Andrew Luck, they definitely could have been winning a Super Bowl. Because
that's what the talks were going into the season.
Injuries and just bad management wrecked us of one of the best quarterback draft. Like that 1 and 2 of him and Griffin could have went down in history as one of the better 1-2 quarterback drafts in history. Dog.
That's true. No, like what he's saying is 1,000% true. The fact, and I agree with early here, the fact that people, and it's a complete fallacy, right? You have to stop thinking that just because a quarterback is so good, they just make up so much for things. No, you need your O-line, you need your receivers, you need your running backs, you need your deep, you need all of these things for it to work. You're drafting these young quarterbacks, putting them on terrible scenarios, and the fact that they overcome those scenarios is a testament to them. But that is not the guideline of how to build and how to have a young and up and coming quarterback. No, give that man some help.
Because even when we talk about, obviously, I know everybody gets rolls their eyes when we bring up Tom Brady, but even when Tom Brady with none of the weapons and stuff, you can't ever remember a time he had like a horrible O-line. It might not have been the greatest, but they could protect, they could keep him upright, and mixed with his ability to get the ball out fast. Because that last year in Tampa, that last year in Tampa, like everybody was hurt. So, but like, yes, the ability to get the ball out quick, but at the same time, all them years in New England, other than maybe the last one, and maybe like sometime in the 2000s, I can't remember a time their O-line was bad.
No, that's true. That's true.
Like,
even Aaron Rodgers, has Aaron Rodgers really had a bad offensive line for the
his last year in Green Bay?
That's just like we do this thing where it's like, oh, the Bears could get Caleb Williams and then maybe trade Justin Fields and maybe they can make sure I get him and PS2. I mean not PS2, but him and Marvin Harrison too. And Margaret, whatever his name is, Marv. And I'm like, that sounds cool, but who is blocking for them? I don't care how good Caleb Williams or Drake May and Maserati Marva be. If no one's blocking for them, it won't matter.
You're right.
Go ahead.
Well, let me just push back on that just a little bit. Justin Fields holds the ball too damn long, and that's part of the reason why he gets sacked as much as he does.
Now, most
definitely, play calling is egregious.
Poor Justin.
Who did they get? Who did they get as the new OC?
The Bears.
Shane Waldron from the Seahawks.
I mean,
that's not bad. That's not bad.
It's I was like, it's not the worst thing in the world.
That's not bad.
He's a Sean McVay.
He's from that tree.
We have a serious conversation about who Eric Bieniemy fucked, why he fucked, and it's because what is going on? Why do they hate him so much?
Eric Bieniemy.
What are you talking about? For him getting a coaching job,
bro? He's not even on
the staff right now, Dub. Screw head coach. He's not even.
He's not on the staff.
They said Washington said they're not having him on the staff.
They're not keeping Eric Bieniemy.
They chose.
Oh yeah, that's because.
Damn.
But like, Dub, he's not on anybody's staff. Dub, he's not on anybody's staff.
Oh, they're so dumb.
Like,
yeah. Why is Eric Bieniemy?
Guys, let's put this in perspective. Greg Roman got hired to an offensive staff before Eric Bieniemy.
That's crazy.
Okay, don't wait.
Gave the Bucks offense.
What you mean?
The Bucks was good enough on offense to get a coaching job. And no Eric Bieniemy? Like, come on, dog.
Yeah, it's like I've been waiting for somebody has to have hired him. And then when I saw the report that they're not bringing him back, I'm just like, okay, I'm just under the impression that everyone else is dumb because there's no way. I just felt like some team was gonna see that Bieniemy was available and then go, yeah, get him. And the fact that Kingsbury, all these other dudes keep getting it doesn't make no sense.
Luke Getsy got a spot for the Raiders.
Yeah, but why were you saying Greg Roman? Why were you reacting like that to Greg Roman? Tegan?
Out of all the names you picked to harp on, it's Greg Roman.
Bro, what you think?
Out of
What's the other guy? What's the other guy? Oh, what's the one that just gave a job to? He was a terrible coach too.
Arthur Smith?
Arthur? It's another one. There's one more other than Arthur.
Greg Roman's a better offense coordinator than Arthur
Staley?
Kingsbury.
No,
Like, there's so many.
No, he ain't got
Then
no
Cliff
job.
Kingsbury. Okay, no. We're not doing that. Greg Roman is not a better offense coordinator than Cliff Kingsbury. I'm sorry. I think you guys are.
Are we caping for Cliff Kingsbury in 2024?
No, because you guys are confusing the head coach with the coordinator. We say it all the time. Some guys are just better coordinators than our head. That's exactly how I feel about Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn is a better coordinator than head coach. When he was the head coach in Atlanta, I didn't like it. He went back to being a coordinator. All of a sudden, he's great again. He's a great coordinator. That's what Cliff is. The problem was he was a head coach. And let's be real, because when you're the head coach, you take certain you're the head honcho, so you make certain decisions in the midst of a game that as a coordinator, you're really not making that final decision. And I think Cliff Kingsbury's decision making, I'm not gonna go into like true depth and analysis, but like when to go for it, when should we punt it, when should we take this? Like he wasn't really good at that, and then his adjustments as far as the whole game weren't that great either. But he's still a good OC.
He doesn't do adjustments.
He's still a good OC though. He's still a good OC.
That's crazy.
Why does Mike Vrabel not have a job, but Dan Quinn does? Like, what is going on?
Why does who?
Mike
Vrabel not getting hired yet is kind of alarming right now.
That was the craziest thing.
That's stupid for letting him go anyway.
That's on the topic right here. So I'm gonna just give y'all the coaches real quick of who's been hired as of late, and this is for everybody else to know. Raheem Morris is the head coach for the Falcons. Dan Quinn is the head coach of the Commanders. Jared Mayo, the Patriots. Antonio Pierce, Raiders. Brian Callahan, Titans. Jim Harbaugh, Chargers. Dave, I cannot say that last name. Canales, Panthers. And Mike McDonald for the Seahawks. I'm kind of confused and alarmed, and especially with Eric Bieniemy, with him not having a job. You know, I would love Eric Bieniemy to be on, probably the Atlanta Falcons to show what they can do. I would love for him to be on the even the Seahawks because they have weapons that they can use. I would love to see Mike Vrabel
to help Justin Fields get the ball in his hand faster.
The Bears even. Mike Vrabel on the Falcons and the Seahawks as well would be great. Even Mike Vrabel on the Patriots would be great for him. So what the hell is going on?
He interviewed him twice and gave Canales the job.
And that's what I was about to bring up because obviously I'm not going to talk about Brian Callahan because that's the place Mike Vrabel got fired for him. Shockingly, mind you, but nevertheless. Dave Canales, like, no disrespect to you, gang. But Mike Vrabel, y'all passed up Mike Vrabel.
But Dave Canales.
Can I answer that real quick?
Go ahead.
Remember who is the owner of the Panthers? David Tepper. What does David Tepper want? A yes man. You think Mike Vrabel's going to be a yes man to another owner like he was with the Titans? It's a bad move. You could say, why would you do it? But realize who we are dealing with at the ownership level. It's David Tepper. He's not going to want a Mike Vrabel who's going to push back and want to make moves. Just look at what happened with the Titans.
Are you guys telling me I just have a bad owner? I know he's bad.
Very bad owner.
No,
bro, your
Tepper.
owner slugged somebody at a home game. I mean, it can't get worse than that.
I'm sorry. That's the heartbreaking part about Carolina professional sports. Look at the Hornets. Look at the Panthers. It goes to ownership.
It be these freaky ass owners, motherfucking Richardson. Like, why you so freaky, dog? You ran a good organization. Why you gotta be so freaky, man?
Who do y'all think? Who do you think the Chargers should pick up as offensive coordinator?
It should be Eric Bieniemy. It should be Eric Bieniemy.
I think Jim Harbaugh gonna bring one of his guys up.
Well, he brought in Greg Roman, but it's not the OC job, but he does have a
that's right. He was with Greg Roman, right?
Exactly. He did. Alex Smith. Exactly.
Oh, my God. I forgot about that.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, Greg Roman, like, he's not the OC.
Now, right?
So let me ask y'all this, right? This is going to be a kicker. So now we're going to have two guys who's had the OC Greg Roman, right?
Oh, God.
What happens if Justin Herbert? What are we going to talk about if Justin Herbert is balling with Greg Roman as his OC and Lamar Jackson couldn't?
I mean, technically, Lamar Jackson did
not win a unanimous MVP.
I was about to say,
he did ball out. But we're talking about
act
No.
Lamar
We're
didn't have good
But
years.
what about the inadequate throws, the accuracies? They were making no play calls because of Lamar Jackson's inability, which he showed in the postseason game against the Chiefs. Oh man, I'm not
Can I
gonna
say
lie.
this? Can I be honest? Can I be
And,
honest?
and what if Herbert
Okay,
blows
so
another
Greg
week?
Roman,
Yeah,
right?
Pearly, you're supposedly you used to be a Lamar Jackson hater.
No. I'm a Lamar fan, but I'm just saying, like, I think, and just being honest, I think what Roman is going to see with Justin Fields is probably gonna be like, oh, I can, like, oh my god, I just like, oh wow, I can do like so much more. That's just, it's like let's be fun. Let's be fun. Let's have some fun, right? If we playing Madden, I won't make half the throws with Lamar I would make with Justin Fields. I mean Justin Fields, but Justin Herbert. Like, you be honest. Like,
Let's be honest. I agree.
even if you're
Okay,
playing Madden,
so
you
when I-
will literally dot a nigga up and throw every down with Justin Herbert. You're not doing that with him.
Okay, so here's my thing. He's been the OC for Alex Smith, Colin Kaepernick, Lamar Jackson. I even think he had Michael Vick for a year. Right? I think. I'm not sure, but I'm almost positive he had Michael Vick sometime in his second stay.
Mhm.
He ain't never had a good quarterback to me. So he might have had his best time with Justin Herbert. If that's the case.
Well, my thing is,
I ain't trust none of them quarterbacks.
with some coaches, don't have the ability to really adapt over the years. And Greg Roman, he's been pretty much with the same type of, except for Alex Smith, obviously, but Kaepernick, he's been with the same type of run quarterback, read out. He's been with the similar type. Do y'all trust that he is going to be able to adapt his system to adapt? I mean, he's not the OC technically, but
He's not the OC.
but it was said he was going to be in a prominent role.
He's a run game coordinator. That's where he specializes in. So I think they're gonna be fine.
Okay, run game coordinator. So you think they're gonna be using Herbert's legs more?
You said
No.
Are they gonna be using Herbert's legs more? Because we've all came around to the fact that Eckler, hey bro, time to pack it up.
No, he'll use it a little bit more, but I think they're gonna get a running back in this draft because you got to move on fast.
Or get Saquon.
That's true. That could possibly happen too. That's
The
another possibility.
betting odds favorite to get Saquon.
Or Derrick
right now.
Henry. Derrick Henry's out there too.
That's another thing. Yeah, if you get Saquon, no, that already ended. That's it. The Chargers should be something. If they get someone like Saquon.
So I guess
No, wait.
I need to see who
Can't
the
the
OC is.
Giants franchise tag Saquon again?
He can, but he can. He can. They can. I
So,
I
like-
don't think they will though. I don't think they will.
You don't think they will, right?
I don't think they'll do that. Nah.
You sure?
I'm not gonna lie. If they do it this time, he's actually gonna sit out. Like he said, he just said on first take he want to be a Giant for life. But I'm not gonna lie. If they hit him with that that franchise tag again, he's not doing that.
They were hesitant last offseason. They're going to be even more hesitant now.
What do y'all
And
think?
he got injured this year too. Nah,
What do y'all think Corum goes in the draft?
Corum go like third round.
I get a
He a
Corum
cool
from the Giants.
round.
I get a Corum from the Giants and just move off of Saquon.
I'm not really tripping about it.
I don't trust the Giants organization to make that smart of a decision, honestly.
They probably are going to
Corum
move.
really
let's
not
say
going to
this.
move me.
You can
Just
say
wait,
Corum
wait.
from the Giants.
I can see them re-signing
Well,
Saquon.
early to
The
your
Giants
point.
ain't never had a bad back.
Early,
Tiki to Ward to Amon Bradshaw to Jacob.
But
early-
Never had a bad back.
but early to your point though, bro. It's like you get rid of them for what? You still have a terrible offensive line that don't know how to block for that running back to what? Be the workhorse again and then get hurt as well. We'll say like how
As a
Saquon
matter of
was?
fact, early you just talked about it. Why do we always think we're just gonna put these quarterbacks in this position with bad O-line? Same thing for the running backs. Because you need an O-line to run.
Same thing. Same thing.
I think the Giants are screwed, honestly.
Same thing with the Giants situation. But y'all say go get a quarterback, but for good old Fields.
Who? Wait. Same thing. What?
What you mean?
Repeat
What you just said. What you just said about the O-line and stuff. Go the same thing about the quarterback situation.
Yeah,
And y'all
early brought that
all
up
say go get
originally.
a quarterback, but for good old Fields, y'all say build around him and shit like that.
No, I think Fields. The thing is, no, I'm not saying people don't say it. I'm
Why
not
you
saying.
like feels like that, man?
Right,
Yeah,
you wanna
he's a hater. He's a hater. He's
all
a
the
hater.
time.
It's just being
Because
hypocrite.
Fields is cheeks.
It's just being a
But
hypocrite.
I'm not saying people don't say that, Trent. But I'm saying I think the reason why Justin Fields is so tricky, and it's a couple of things. One, I think
OSU.
people are still waiting for that
OSU.
Ohio State Justin
Exactly.
Fields to come
Yes.
back. And
Yes.
so that part, like, okay, they won't let it go.
I'm about to be disgusting.
But my thing is also too, I think in most people's minds, they feel even though Justin Fields has been bad, everything other than DJ Moore and Jalen Johnson, everything else around him hasn't been good either. I'm just speaking for the people who feel this way. That's all I'm speaking for. So that's why I'm saying I know Daniel Jones, ha ha ha.
Yeah, it'd be
So,
funny.
I know. So that's what I'm saying.
Y'all gotta let, like, bro, you gotta understand something. It gets me tight. Justin Fields on the, like, you can tell he has built bad habits on that Bears crew. Because honestly, I think the Bears are just cursed. I think the Bears are cursed to not know how to handle a quarterback. They are terrible when it comes to quarterbacks. They don't know how to handle them at all. So I'm looking at it with Justin Fields, and I look at it with some more optimism because I'm like, bro,
You look at it with more.
when his,
I mean,
bro,
they've
when
done it for
no,
years.
when they sat here,
Go ahead.
oh, listen for a second, man. I know you get tight because nobody wants to give Daniel Jones the same leeway, but we got to be real with Daniel. We've been watching him for so long now. Justin Fields.
Oh my brother.
Let me finish. Let me finish, sir.
Go ahead.
Justin Fields, there's too many voices in his head telling him what to do and how to be. You got to let the game come to him.
You need to be in a padded room.
Hold on, early.
Are you
No, let's be
serious?
ready. Hold on. I got
Randy Orton, okay.
This is what we got to do in 2024. We are in a new year.
G baby, get your ass back
We
up here.
have to keep stuff a bean. You just said we've watched Daniel Jones this and that for a long time. What year is in Justin Fields right now?
Third year.
He's in third.
He's about to be in his fourth. We've watched him for a good amount of time, and he's been garbage.
Okay. Can we do this? I'm gonna be disgusting. Dub, relax. Can we not say Justin Fields is just who Jalen Hurts was before?
He's worse. He's
Bad.
way worse.
Because we were saying the same thing about Hurts.
He's worse. He's by far
Hey,
worse.
but here's the thing: Hurts
doesn't make the right
produced
read.
at a quicker timeline.
Yeah.
That too. Because
But hold up. Because the
main thing
Eagles
is
hooked up because the Eagles took the proper measurements to get him a star receiver
I'm talking
and a
even,
good offensive
even
coordinator.
in year one, year two, Justin
Fields don't
Hurts.
have that opportunity.
Even in year one, year two, Jalen Hurts still is way better than Justin Fields. Here's my problem, though, and I always bring back to the Daniel Jones frame why I say is niggas just being hypocrites. What we've seen from Daniel Jones and what we've seen from Daniel Jones, like I said, and what this draft is coming up. If a quarterback is there, all y'all are going to say, take a quarterback, because we've seen enough of Daniel Jones. In this instance, they have the number one.
Daniel Jones is going into his 6th year. A guy in his 4th and 6th is completely
Do we want to
different.
talk about? Do we want to do the situation part?
What are you talking about?
Because
You're talking about a guy.
We're
talking about a guy in his 4th year. Guess what? Daniel Jones had his best year in his 4th year.
Yeah,
So, like,
because of what?
Brian
Because
DeBall
of what?
and
Yes,
Saquon.
you know why? You know why we had his best
Justin
year?
Fields and
Because
Eric
he probably
Bieniemy.
had some decent.
But
quarterbacks.
that's my
I didn't care
point.
about that though.
That's
I didn't
literally
care about that.
That's literally my point. Right.
But y'all didn't care about that.
No. The issue with Daniel
You didn't
Jones.
care about that.
Let me tell you, the issue with Daniel Jones, the reason why, because they paid him all that freaking dollar amount, which was the main issue.
Even before he got paid.
Before that season, I wasn't even
on
on Daniel Jones' case like that. I didn't even talking about him a lot. I barely talked about him.
Here's the issue, though, Dub. Here's the issue. Even then, you can say Daniel Jones is in year 6. He finally got a year where he had decent coaching and he looked way better than what he did in the past. It's not a
And then they paid $40 million.
Justin
And they paid $40 million.
Justin Fields has never showed a big improvement.
He
never showed a huge improvement.
Justin Fields, Daniel Jones showed that in his 4th year. This is after this year right here. Let's see what happens,
Well,
because
here's the
now
thing,
you got
though,
DJ Moore.
Wait, but didn't we not all say? Let's see what Justin Fields can really do with a number one? Because with number one receiver, because
And he fed him.
Huh?
And he fed him.
And he was still garbage. That's the point.
He wasn't garbage. He was
garbage.
feeding. He was
Garbage.
feeding DJ
Okay,
Moore. He
so-
wasn't
so-
garbage.
Zach Wilson.
Hey, wait, hold up, Trent. Let me
Just to be
ask
clear,
you a
we're talking
question.
about Jones or we're talking about Fields?
I'm
Just
talking
to be
about
clear.
Justin Fields when he
Hey,
got
Trent,
Trent.
let me
he was
ask
still
you a
ass.
question. Trent, let me ask you a question, gang. Because I don't get me wrong, I've seen the Justin Fields film. I know he hold on to the ball too long. I know he's kind of slow processing. But let me ask you a question, gang. Daniel Jones, the head coaches 3 and 4, whatever
Yes.
the case. He finally got a pretty good offensive mind to get him out those bad habits that he had been showing the previous years.
Okay.
And helped with a really good run game, right? And we know the receiver weapons Everybody was hurt. They weren't that good to begin with. We
Yeah,
get
still
that.
trash. Yes.
But with the good mind that we just saw, we were able to see him break some of them bad habits that he had shown. He wasn't as turnover. He wasn't as turnover friendly.
He was turnovers.
Yeah. I mean, but he also had
he was showing stuff to where like he was in the
and then we always knew Daniel Jones was a bit of a runner, but they were able to use that, maximize that more. They maximized his strengths and hid as much of his weaknesses as possible.
Yes.
Do you think they've done that for Justin Fields?
Like what you saying? Like
maximize his strengths and minimize his weaknesses. Do you think any of the coaches he's had? Well, we know Matt Nagy. We know what he was doing. But pretty much after that, do you think
really
I'm
not
going to say or anybody? And also too, I'm sorry. Last thing, also too, Eberflus, if I'm not mistaken, what was his background before he got there?
I don't know. I think was he with the Packers or something? I don't know.
I think it was a defensive background, right?
I'm not going to say he maxed it. I'm not going to say they maxed it, but I feel like they gave him the opportunity. And when I watched the tape this year, there was just some stuff that has nothing to do with coaching. You holding on to the ball like you married to it, it's not on coaching. His clock in the pocket is terrible. And my point is
what if coaching because Justin Fields first years he was run. What if coaching is telling you pass the ball more, don't run so much?
He's been like this his first year in the league.
Justin Fields can't be somewhat of Lamar
like this
Jackson
in the first year in the league. Now put it like this, G baby.
This is what I'm saying. He can't be Lamar a little bit.
Lamar clears him as a passer though.
Who is a passer?
Justin Fields.
Dead ass serious.
I mean, I get what they mean by that because going into passing, when you go into the passing run, it's also processing the field, how long all of that. So I get what they mean. It's not just how the ball comes out.
This is my main issue. This is my main issue. This Chicago Bears team, it's not garbage, but it's not how bad y'all made it seem like. Everybody always leans to the O-line. Everybody. Every single time Bears get brought up, the O-line always gets brought up. Y'all do know Justin Fields had the most time in the pocket this year, right? From any quarterback.
What was it?
Okay. So no, wait, Trent. I get what you're saying. But hear me out when I go through this. I understand he holds the ball. We've seen it on film. I feel like that time in the pocket, though.
Like his accuracy is on water.
Yes. Trash. It's not like
I'm not gonna argue that. But I also feel like the time in the pocket. I feel like when they look at that, it's not literally specifically like, let's be real. When they look at that, they don't just think in between the tackles. No, they think like pretty much time to throw.
Yes.
I feel like a lot of the times the reason why that time to pocket is also so high is because he's dancing in that backfield a lot too.
No, you know what, G baby? I'm gonna give you an analogy. You have to hear me out, but you're gonna be like, "Oh my god!"
I'll listen for the analogy.
You remember how we was killing Hendon Hooker in the draft process because you know what he would do?
Well, he just didn't have no bounce to his feet. You feel me? But
Justin, bro, I swear to God, Justin Fields does the same thing.
Okay, but here's the difference between the two. Hendon Hooker would have a clean pocket and just wait for Jalen Hyatt to get open down the field.
I watched the good OC change, like literally, dog. I watched the good OC change the fortune of a quarterback by like so quickly, dog. I watched Alex Smith go to the Chiefs, although Alex Smith never was a deep pass thrower because he just didn't do it. What Andy Reid did for Alex Smith, dog, he made him like a Pro Bowl type of quarterback. Now I know you're gonna be like, oh no, but like nigga, 30-5. It's like he did that for him. And like I always say, we know Patrick Mahomes is great. He's biracial Jesus, but the ability to have a Andy Reid simplify the game for you, even at a time when you said you didn't understand defenses like that, it helped. Like, I don't understand how important that helped. Because I would say that shit.
Like, how do we? Because Luke Getsy was the OC right this past season before they just let him go. How do we feel about him as a coordinator? Real talk.
He's in. But my main issue though, G.
And then who was that? Who was it before? Matt Nagy.
Yeah, we know Matt Nagy's not. I'm not.
Who is Lamar Jackson? And they trying to make him a passing quarterback. And they trying to make him a sit-in-the-pocket quarterback.
No. Because that was Justin Fields coming out of college. He's not just no running back. That was actually what he was supposed to be coming out of college. He was more.
Imagine if you put. Imagine if you.
Here's the thing. I feel like, especially in this case, y'all always try to talk about these other pieces and not really factor in on what Justin Fields is doing on the field. Because here's my thing. I thought
because if you watch the film,
I thought it was going to be the make or break here, but I really wanted to see. Let's really see what he do with DJ Moore. Because everybody, I've been preaching it. You get DJ Moore, a better quarterback than Sam Darnold. He's a 1,400-yard receiver. We seen it. We saw what he do, and he was still trash. Still not.
No. But this is the thing. This is the thing.
Jettis? Like, come on.
He was still
Wait.
What you say?
Are we acting like DJ Moore is Jettis though? God damn.
Yes, let's go okay,
bro.
Hey,
Go ahead,
how
Steve,
far
go
off?
ahead.
How
Steve, go
far
ahead,
off?
please.
How far off is Terry McLaurin from DJ Moore? Like,
Not that far off.
Exactly. I'm not with you on that early. I'm sorry.
Hey, Titan JJ Brown, was he
DJ
not
Moore
just
is
a top
like
12,
that.
like borderline top 12 wide receiver?
Titan
Yes,
JJ Brown.
He is.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes, sir.
He got DJ. Well, here's my thing though. He got DJ Moore 1,400 yards, like 100 catches. So what would you?
Yeah, but hold on. Yeah, and you can say that, and he was still bad. Just like how in 2022, when Devontae Adams went for one of his career years, Derek Carr that year was still garbage. He still played bad. They just had good chemistry.
I don't know about
You can say DJ Moore and Fields, huh?
that year is the reason why
Well,
he got
what
that
game?
States.
What?
No, that year
year?
the Raiders moved on from
Like
him.
what games?
The Raiders
Yeah,
moved.
it was a year.
The Raiders moved on from Derek
Like
Carr
what?
and decided not to re-sign him because of
I'm
how
just a
inconsistent
bit-
he was this season.
I'm just a bit confused here, right? Because in the second part of the season, in the second part of the season, like Justin, am I gonna say he's one of the best? No, but I don't think he was terrible. I don't think he was doo-doo that he's saying. I mean, he was matched up. Like his worst games was against Cleveland, elite defense, and Detroit at that time, who was a great defense too. So in my head, it's like,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
What?
Trent, just let him keep going. Trent, I know.
They weren't
He
a good
wanted
defense?
to go at you for the Lions defense, but they were playing better. They were playing better in the second half of the year. That's why I said Trent, don't do that. But continue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are we talking about?
No,
But G-Baby, you just said
So Justin
the Raiders
Fields, like
let
he,
go-
Justin Fields.
Justin-
Okay.
Justin
I'll
Fields
get
in
you-
that
I'll
second,
get you in a
Justin
second,
Fields in that second part of the season, like
not-
he was showing
He was
some.
Reginald. That's what he was. He was
Showing improvement because in the beginning of the year, we're not going to act as if everyone wasn't criticizing how the coaches for the Bears was just doing this man dirty, bro, and putting too many
But
too
that's
many
just
things
the
in his
Bears.
head.
Like they've done that with so many
what else we was
quarterbacks.
talking about
That's the
you know what else
thing.
talking about? We was in the first half of the season, how bad Justin Fields was playing besides the coaching. What really changed? They started getting W's. Y'all got winning bias, and people were trying to say Justin Fields was balling in the second half.
Justin Fields, what?
Same thing with Russell Wilson.
What W's are you talking about? What do you mean?
That's a little different, but I get your point.
He performed. What are you talking about? W's.
The second half of the season, they started winning more games.
No, Justin Fields was just playing better.
Oh, but he wasn't.
When do we think the turnaround happened? And when did Justin Fields miss them 3-4 games?
After he came back, he started to play okay. That's literally all he was playing.
There was improvement. Like you're not gonna act as I mean,
Okay, so
It was right after
games was
right after they lost to
one of his better
Minnesota.
games
He
was
came back
one of his better
Detroit.
games was against Detroit, and they lost that game.
So I'm gonna ask you this question: so how much are you weighing from being trash to okay? Is that really going to move you to where you keep him?
The thing with Justin Fields is, I think, especially if you give him what do you call it, like if they draft Marvin Harrison Jr. alongside DJ Moore and everything, bro, I'm not gonna lie, like that's
so stupid. He better be. I'm not gonna lie. If they do this route,
who schemes up,
I'm gonna be honest with you.
So my whole thing is this. Like, I don't see why. I don't see why.
You got DJ Moore and Marvin Harrison. You better be balling.
That's what I'm saying. You give him those guys right there, bro. I think with that crew and the dynamic runner that he is, yeah, I think that crew's gonna be fine.
Bro,
and
I
you
just
still
think
got
a lot
Khalil
of
Herbert.
people-
Wait. So what does that core get you when you have to pay Justin Fields in just a year and a half?
You don't have to pay him. You don't have to pay him a lot of money. You don't have to.
So do you expect Justin Fields still could be a top 10 quarterback and get you a Super Bowl and you're ready to pay him?
Okay, hold on.
That's about Bears winning a Super Bowl.
Wait.
So much more shorter.
Tegan, hold up. This is where I got to push back on you, gang. Because let's be real. Not everybody, depending on where they're at in the state of their franchise, are thinking, oh, yeah, I'm going to win a Super Bowl right now. Now, obviously, that's the ultimate goal. Obviously, everybody wants to get to that point. But right now, the Bears are just trying to be consistently solid right now. They are not like I'm not trying to be funny here, but you know how 2K you'll have buying, contending, selling, like the Bears are not contending right now.
G-Baby, I'll give you a perfect example. I know people who be running 2K leagues for years. There's some people in there like, yeah, I'm taking this season, or yeah, I'm just over here trying to be mid because I don't want to pay this certain guy, or I don't want to get locked in this contract. I'm just wait for next year in the free agency.
Yes,
and I'm gonna be like, that's how people think about it as well.
Right now, I'll finish this up to you. The Bears right now are what I consider the end of their rebuild. They changed the coach midway when they draft, because you also got to remember they drafted their quarterback and then changed coaches like 2 years in. This is Justin Fields' fourth? He just finished his 4th year. So they changed coaches midway in. They just changed OCs after a year. They just changed OCs, right? And then they got blessed with an opportunity. Because let's be real, if they would have, if the Panthers didn't suck as bad as they did, they wouldn't even be in consideration for Caleb Williams. So this is my thing though. But here's my thing though. So because they got blessed with it, I understand why you would take him. I'm not against that. My thing is though, because you brought up paying Justin Fields, then you asked if you think he can get you a Super Bowl. The Bears right now, if they pay him, they don't have to pay him $60 million a year because Justin Fields hasn't performed at that level. I don't understand if he was balling like Burrow or Herbert, but you still were worried if he could do it, or if he was balling like Dak rather. Because Dak is scheduled to make a lot, but we know we can't win with him. If he was balling like that, okay. But right now, Justin Fields, I was about to say, Justin Fields ain't getting no max contract.
Okay,
he
so
ain't no all-pros. He ain't
Hold on.
And it's sitting in the contract.
So he balls out next year on his 5th year, right? All it takes is 1 year, because 1 year of Tua being fully healthy, all of a sudden he's demanding $40 million, and that takes a massive chunk out of your salary. So don't try to hit me with you only pay him $30 million. All it takes is 1 year to get home, and then all of a sudden you're paying him.
So what do you consider? Okay, so here's the difference. So Tegan, here's the difference then. If he balls out, depending on what you consider balling out, well then.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
I hear you, brother.
If he balls out, right? Let's say he balls out next year. They decide to keep him. They trade back. They get him and they they're balling. At that point, hey, guess what? Ohio State Justin Fields is back.
Wait.
Okay. So G-Baby,
you can pay him. Here's my thing. You can pay him the Geno
football has some stats.
You can pay him. Well, let me finish this then. So let me finish this thing. You can pay him the Geno contract. I don't want you to pay him the Daniel Jones contract, but you could do that too. Derek Carr and Geno basically making the same amount a year. And if he's balling, that's a steal at that point. Daniel Jones, like we said earlier, Daniel Jones is pretty much the baseline now of whether you think a quarterback should be making more or less. And that's the guaranteed money. So that's what I'm saying. You won't have to pay Justin Fields no $40 million a year, but you can give him a 3-year 90, 3-year 100, whatever the case. And if he's balling, guess what? You got a balling quarterback who has the potential to be top 15, top 10 even.
Oh, before he goes, G, do you think they should draft Caleb Williams?
If I was the GM, what's it called? If I was the GM of the Bears, I would pick Caleb because I believe I can finesse a 1st-round pick for Justin Fields. If I can't get a haul for Justin, I'm trading the 1st-round pick because I know I can get a haul for that. If I check the market, no, but listen to me. This is why. If I check the market and I can't get a good value for Justin Fields, like if people aren't giving me what I feel he's worth, because I really do think I can finesse a 1st-round pick from the Falcons. But nevertheless, if I can't get a good deal for Justin, it's the number 1 overall pick. I know I'm getting a haul for that.
Okay, so
and then if it doesn't work out, final thing, if it doesn't work out, guess what? There's a quarterback class next year that I could use in my top pick.
It's not that crazy, but hold on. But G,
it's still really, really good.
Remember we had that conversation last year about the Giants and say even what they did, even when we won the playoff and all, if they had the number 1 pick, are you taking Caleb Williams? No question. And remember what you said? Caleb Williams is supposed to be baby Mahomes.
Yes,
so why would you not take him? And you shouldn't think twice.
But here's the difference though. Daniel Jones, I don't feel has the same trade value as Justin Fields.
I don't think he has the same potential.
That's why I said
we didn't even bring up trade value for Daniel Jones. We didn't even say that.
Daniel Jones don't have the same potential either. Though.
So
that too.
That's a G-Baby, can I just hear you up real quick? So I ain't gonna lie, I heard you guys talk a little bit. I don't know who this guy is on the right who said they should draft Caleb. I think that's where they're leaning. I just wanted to hear you guys up because I know I follow the Bears a lot. So Luke Getsy, he ranked 26th in EPA per play, 32nd in EPA per drop back. And one of the things that people don't know about what happened this year, now a lot of the issues weren't just on the play calling. There were some problems with Justin. And when you look at the film, especially the first 3 games, you'll be like, what is going on here, man? There's something seriously wrong here. What they did was they completely changed his footwork. So if you look at, it's actually really ironic because Matt Nagy actually had a better plan for Justin Fields than Luke Getsy, because what they did was they changed his footwork. So where it was a 7-step drop back instead of a 5-step drop back. And that just completely messed his entire rhythm and timing. Now, if we're looking at the Bears and their situation, I think they're going to look at resetting that QB contract because I don't know if you guys have looked at the Bears squad, but they have a lot of really good players that need to be paid soon, like Jalen Johnson. They got a couple old linemen that they got to pay. So having that quarterback on a new rookie contract can help with that, and the fact that you got to pay Justin and you don't know by year 3, it's going to take into consideration things they have to do. The other thing that's not being talked about a lot is the GM of the Bears didn't draft Justin, right? Even though I think he's been done dirty because of what the things I've said, he also loves traits. The GM of the Bears loves athletic traits. So there's been a lot of talk these past couple of days about, are the Commanders going to trade up? The only way the Commanders trade up is if the Bears love Drake May and they're able to get, now this isn't fully confirmed, but there is a world in which with a new owner, with a desperate owner, NBA type owner, right, that you're able to get 3 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and Dennis Allen from the Commanders just to swap with them for number 2. So that's all on the table. That's everything that the GM of the Bears has to consider. I still think they're just going to stay at 1 and pick Caleb, but that's kind of explaining the situation with what happened with Justin Fields as well.
So
I
to
appreciate
add on to
that.
yeah. So to add on to that, there's also another aspect.
So in other words, wait, hold on, G baby. In other words, the coaches is fucking him up.
Bro, we done seen hella coaches get fucked up.
Like, come on, bro. Like, see, you guys saying that's my issue with you, Trent. That's my issue. All this stuff, all this cape you want to do for Daniel Jones, all this cape you want to do for Daniel Jones, all that cape you want to do for Daniel Jones, but you don't want to cape for Justin Fields. It don't make sense. It don't make sense.
When somebody's playing bad, Daniel Jones got screwed for majority of the time before he even got Dayball. Everybody still say he sucked. So I ain't trying to hear it for Justin Fields. Why? And that doesn't. So basically, Trent said, because y'all don't keep it consistent. Daniel Jones before Daniel Jones got Brian Daboll,
I didn't care. I didn't care about Daniel Jones up until he got that $40 million contract.
This is my point.
That's why if Justin Fields got that $40 million contract the same way, I would look at him crazy too.
Keep talking about the
for me.
This is the point, bro. As a consensus, when we were talking about this the whole time, even before he got Dayball, Daniel Jones.
And the issue is Trent.
Hold up, bro, let me finish.
No, the issue is Trent. You keep talking about the scenario. I keep telling you.
What you mean?
The potential is what people are buying into as well.
Okay.
The reason why people
potential.
I think Fields. I think
you haven't done it.
No, the reason why I'm telling you why people aren't treating it the same. The reason why I'm gonna tell you, Trent. You're asking why. You sit here like, oh, they were treating it the same as Justin Fields and Daniel Jones. They weren't treating it the same. And I'm telling you, the reason why they wasn't is because Daniel Jones playing bad in his scenario. Nobody believed in Daniel Jones like that to begin with. You have a guy in Justin Fields who has a way higher ceiling, a way higher potential. So of course they're gonna sit here and be like, you know what? This is a staple that we can sit here and still try to see.
So
this can work.
I ain't gonna lie,
you always say, I feel like that is wrong. Because when you're in the league, you're in the league. I don't care about what you're doing in college. His ceiling right now is the toilet. That's what his ceiling right now is. The toilet.
So
that's his floor. The toilet. So what's not good? I don't care about somebody's ceiling right now. Like
That doesn't
I'm
make
sorry,
sense.
I don't understand how
Young
y'all
players
really
you don't
watch
care
that
about
shit.
potential is crazy. If
I
that's the
don't-
case, they
he
would have
actually-
gave up on Josh Allen and said, "Screw this, we're not going to get you help.
I
We're just gonna
thought he
find
was a
another
buck before he
quarterback."
has to run Diggs. That's me. That's I always think like
Well, I'm
that.
saying that's a wrong thing to do. We
And
didn't.
that's how you
When
feel,
you
so-
go back,
and
Trent,
how
if
you feel
Billy's
is wrong.
That's a wrong thing to do.
I'm saying,
It's a wrong to
potential
judge
is
it off
stuff
of that.
You ain't done yet.
No, but it's wrong to judge things like that
Okay,
because
and I'm like, it's wrong
when
to
you
judge
make it,
quarterback just 'cause
when you're
when
talking
they
about
came out of
Josh,
college.
when you're talking about Josh Allen, you're basically saying they should have just got a quarterback, not
I
giving
didn't
him
say
Diggs.
that.
No, that's basically what you're alluding to. Like, don't give these guys time. Oh, they're
I didn't
sitting
say
here
that.
playing
I
trash.
always give a
Let's
quarterback
move
3
on to
years.
the next.
I give a quarterback 3 years unless they're in a bad situation, i.e. Daniel Jones. That's why when I looked at Daniel
But
Jones,
why aren't you giving Justin Fields that if he's
he's
in a
been
bad
bad.
situation?
Okay, this is what I'm
It's
saying.
still
This is
a
why
bad
I'm saying
scenario if your
This is why I'm
coaches
saying
are
that.
messing you
I'm
up.
saying that. This is why I'm saying that, G baby. This Chicago Bears offense is not as bad as y'all thought. The O-line is not that bad. The receiving core is okay, but they
Okay.
have DJ Moore. They have a
The coaching,
let me-
Trent.
wait,
It's the
let me
coaching.
ask Trent, let me
Okay,
ask this
coaching
question.
can
Wait, Trent, let me ask you this
What
question.
does coaching have to do with
Trent.
you throwing ducks left and right?
Trent, let me ask you this
Did
question.
you not just listen
Wait.
to football, bro?
Trent, let me ask you this question, gang.
Go
Let me
ahead.
ask you this question because you just said you give a quarterback 3 years unless they're in a bad situation. Daniel Jones, i.e. Justin Fields, they both were bad and they were still in bad situations.
I don't think this situation.
Wait. And let me ask you this question because you're saying it's not that bad. On a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being absolutely putrid and 10 being glorious, what is the
I think
situation?
it's 7.
Nah. There's no way you think the Bears are a 7. There's no way you think the Bears are a
as a
7.
whole, with Justin Fields is
No.
working as a 7.
The entire situation, everything.
Football.
Because Daniel Jones coaching, Daniel. So,
As
okay,
a-
bet.
oh, you-
Bet.
are you- are you back there coaching?
Bet.
He back there coaching? He coached-
The whole situation,
Okay,
coaching.
like 6.
So
What?
what do you think Daniel Jones' situation was? Coaching, team, all that.
Before he got Dayball,
Before he got Dayball.
4. I think it was way worse than Justin. It's not even close. Do we need to talk
Okay,
about this?
so-
I know we have revisionist history.
We need to
Can
talk
I-
about
can
Joe
I-
Judge.
What Daniel Jones working with?
I want to hear.
Like,
What
what
is
is
I
that?
want to hear.
One real
I want to
quick.
hear.
What
I
is
want to
Joe
hear what.
Judge?
I want to hear what. Hold up. This is
I'm not gonna lie.
this is a mid off. They're both bad. They're both bad. They're both.
receiver
they're-
one. Saquon
they're
tore his ACL. He wasn't
They're
even
both bad.
playing.
They're both bad scenarios.
Stop it,
Football.
bro.
Football. What you gonna
mean?
say? And then I want to continue to it.
All right, for sure,
Come
man,
on,
for
bro.
sure. I'm gonna head out after this. When we're talking about the situation with the Bears, look, he has been done dirty. I'm gonna be honest. The only reason why Getsy got a job, in my opinion, was that in every single interview he made sure to bury Fields. All right, that's one of the things he did in those interviews. So if we're talking about situation, I think what is very important for people to know about the Chicago Bears is in year 1, when he was drafted, the initial plan was he was meant to sit for the first year, and he was meant to sit behind. I don't remember who we had starting. Week 7, we had an injury to our starter, and he was just forced into the limelight. So they changed their plan, and he goes to Cleveland, and Myles Garrett, and look out that entire situation where both tackles got injured, and he got injured in that game, and he was out for the rest of the season. Second year, they changed Ryan Pace, gets out for Ryan Poles. They changed the coaches, and they trade Robert Quinn, they trade Roquan Smith, and they changed one of the offensive line coaches. So at that time, we thought there was going to be investment in the wide receiver room. The best wide receiver that year was Darnell Mooney, coming off a knee injury, so he didn't start until week 4. I don't know how much you guys look into PFF and all those kind of things. PFF had this as the worst situation in the NFL. Now, that's not me excusing Justin Fields. I've said if I'm in the Bears situation this year, I would draft Caleb Williams. The reason why I liked the trade last year is because, like I said, it was the worst situation in the NFL. Just by the fact of how people rated the O-line, how people rated the receiver group. There was a reason why they made that stupid trade for Chase Claypool, because they were desperate for wide receiver help, right? They decided this path to trade back, get capital, get DJ Moore, and now you see the situation a lot better. I do agree with my guy on the right here, he's been shouting about Daniel Jones, right? This situation that the Bears have now, I think, is better for any quarterback to walk in. And although I get what you guys are saying, G Baby Dub, about not everything was his fault this year. There are a lot of things which I do think you saw the limitations of Fields. Like I think the problem with him this year was that he just didn't improve on the release, right? And some of that can also come down to the fact that they just completely changed the drop back, man. And I think the idea is like Brady and Rodgers were one of the few quarterbacks who do this, where they have a 7-step drop back because they're so quick with their footwork, and it gives them more time to make the read. But if you're already a quarterback who likes that first read, it can really mess you up in a different way. And I think that was a terrible decision by the coordinator Getsy. He's very good at like the first drive, and then after that he has no game plan. Like Vita Vea literally came out against the Bucks and he said, "We knew what they were going to do after the third play every single snap." The defensive player knew exactly what plays that Getsy was calling up when he was calling the plays for the offense. That was the biggest change for me.
You said that this year?
This year.
That
Third game.
Let me not.
Third game, the Bears call 3 screen passes in a row at that 5-yard line, and it goes on a pick 6.
Hold up. Something just came in my brain. Hold up.
Something
Mr.
just came in your brain.
Yeah,
Whoa!
You know what's crazy?
Oh,
Nobody was thinking that until Dub made it extra.
No. I was about to say.
Yo!
Green brain. Go ahead.
Oh my god.
God.
Anyways, y'all are so nasty. Anyways, Trent, are you not the same individual who gave a pass to a certain quarterback for how bad the play calling and the schemes were?
Mm-hmm. I said majority. You know that, right? And I also gave him flack too.
Gave him majority of a pass, right? Majority
but I
of
also gave him criticism of him playing like trash when he was playing like trash.
Didn't one show MVP?
Well, if somebody's playing like trash because of somebody else,
no, he was playing bad because of him, not because of the play calling. That's the issue. That's the issue that's the disconnect that we're having here.
So you think Justin Fields all year was just playing bad because of him?
If you watch the all 22, you would say you agree with what I'm saying.
So you don't think any coaching bad schemes done that?
Some games there were some games where the coaching was. There were some games where the coaching was bad. Like I'm not gonna say here in front. I'm not gonna act
because
like
I know Justin Fields.
But there was also games. I the Bucks game.
There's games where Justin Fields was trash. Yes, I'm not disagreeing with that.
Majority of them.
I'm not but it's the same because you love bringing up
majority of them. No.
Okay, but here's the thing, and this will be the last thing.
It's cool.
This will be the last thing because you also bring up Daniel Jones. Same thing with him. There's games where Daniel Jones, you was just dog water. There's also games Daniel Jones. What are they calling?
I didn't. But G. You know the difference between Daniel Jones before he got Dayball? Everybody would say he was ass. Nobody said, "Oh, let's get him weapons." Nobody talked about coaching. Oh, he was just doodle. That's just what it was. Nobody gave him grace for none of that. All the stuff that y'all saying for Justin Fields right now, nobody gave grace for Daniel Jones for that. But when it comes to Fields, I think you can call it what you want, but it's still excuses though. Y'all, nobody gave him flack for it, bro. Nobody talked when Kenny Galladay, Devontae Booker was his running back one, Joe Judge is his coach. Nobody said nothing about none of that.
We didn't. I mean, we didn't really trip on that because Kenny Galladay turned.
I answered that question already earlier. I'm
gonna say I'm gonna just head out real quick. If the Bears were at like pick 4, I wouldn't be so strong on the situation that they're in right now. But because they have the first overall pick, right, and they have their choice of any quarterback in this draft, I think the conversation's different. I hear what Trent's saying about the film. I think the first 3 games are the ones I really look at, and I'm like, what is going on with this offense? He's missing open passes. There's something wrong with the offense. And he even came out publicly and said the coaching was a problem. And after that, I think they tried to figure something out. The stats look similar. He maybe a little bit more accurate, maybe avoids pressure a little bit better now. But the stats are very similar. And at the end of the day, I just think Caleb Williams, if you have the chance to draft him, you have to draft him.
Gotcha.
So then
and also, the Bears have a great situation with that other top.
G baby, please. Can I just
ask one more question?
G baby, please.
Can I ask one more question? Can I ask one more question, Dub? Just one more.
Go ahead.
Last one, and I'll pinky promise. So Trent and Tegan, y'all, because y'all the main two. let's say they do draft Caleb Williams. Gets to this team, still starts struggling a little bit. Schemes looking bad. He start missing. He ain't looking like the USC Caleb Williams we thought he was, even though we know what he should be. What do we say?
If he's as bad as Justin Fields has played, I'm on his ass. Simple.
Okay.
Not even just as bad.
Probably-
What if he's just? He ain't got to be as bad because you don't think he's top 25. So
Well,
just
he
bad.
probably is. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not doing the top 25. He probably is. I don't know, but
Then Caleb would be one of the biggest busts of all time.
we have to give it.
If he doesn't meet those expectations.
Gardner
So
Minshew
then
or
coaching the
Daniel
situation
Jones?
don't matter. Got you.
Gardner
Huh?
Minshew or Daniel Jones?
I'll probably say Gardner Minshew. Both over what's his name?
Dang.
Bro. He got the ACL, bro. I don't know.
But when I was saying this last year, I was the bad guy. Y'all
Gardner Minshew-
nasty.
Hey,
Gardner
Trent,
Minshew just had his best season. I mean,
But this is
Trent,
what
Trent,
happens
ain't
when
you
you
the type to
actually.
get the
I'm a
job
That's
done?
what I'm saying. This is what happens. This is what happens. And Trent, and you know what? With you saying that goes to show me that goes.
I just said Gardner.
Watch this, Cat. Watch this cooking right there. Because Trent,
I'm not saying.
no, this is my point. This is why when you sit here and when I'm talking about things like potential and what guys can be, like that's something you need to look at as well, which is why people gave Jones more flack than Fields because they see that potential.
Okay.
I've been telling you about Daniel Jones since last year. You weren't going to see that at all. You didn't want to hear that at all. So you were just sitting here like, nah, he's not really that guy. Now that he was in a scenario where he can sit here and perform at a high level, now you're saying he's better than Jones and Fields, bro. That's my point.
Let me clarify this potential shit first, though. And you want to talk about coaching? Your man's got Shane Steichen, and I'm not even gonna go in that arc. But
what you mean? The point just went right over his head.
No, bro, listen to the point. I'm not talking about the coaching. Y'all was just harping over coaching crazy, and then when he has one of the best OCs in the world, y'all don't say nothing about that for Gardner Minshew. But
no, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm saying you listen. I'm talking.
I don't even put him in top 15. I didn't even say that. Okay, I asked you the question. I asked you to rank him. I asked you. You ranked him over both of those guys, not me. You did. Look at yourself in the mirror, sir, because you put him over them.
Trent, his point that he was trying to get at with you was like, why? Like for you, Trent. Gardner Minshew should not be over Daniel Jones, but because he has this 1 year,
I don't really think he's better than him.
I don't think. But so then why would you say he is?
Then why would
I just said Gardner Minshew? Because I was trying to get to the main point when I was trying to say about the potential shit.
You could have Gardner Minshew, Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is less syllables. You could have got with that if you wanted to get to the point quicker.
Bro. All right. Anyways, let me clarify this. If this is Justin Fields in year 1, year 2, I'm gonna let this rock. Like I'll probably let it slide. But we about to be in year 3, year 4. Like, we have to see some type of good. We haven't seen it for a whole season.
I think we've seen some type. I think we've seen some type.
No, you haven't.
Like, I think you're lying. I think you're lying when you say you haven't seen some type.
Because he had them 2 inflated ass games. Don't mean he played.
It's not inflated. He was doing well. It's not like he was trash. Let's not act like he was trash out there in the second half of the year.
I'm a Justin Fields fan. I was the main one. I told G Baby this. I had him coming out QB1. When Trevor Lawrence is in it.
He wasn't trash.
Actually playing good. I'll give him props.
Against the Vikings, against the Vikings, he showed no signs. Are you kidding me?
No.
2-game sample size.
Wow.
2-game sample size.
Yo, oh my god, like maybe Doug, maybe I'll get you an NFL Plus account because you need to watch the whole tape. That's what you need to do.
Let's watch all of those. Let's watch all of those games.
You can borrow my account, and
let's watch Detroit, Minnesota, Atlanta, all those games, and be like, all right, what hasn't he thrown?
Watch
the Packers game.
Like, do you want to come on, bro? Like, let's stop it, bro. He's throwing 150 yards.
Nobody's saying he's perfect. Nobody's saying he's perfect. But you said some progression. I've seen some progression with him.
Okay, so Doug, I'm gonna ask this again.
Oh my god,
his progression, is it enough to where you keep him?
Like I said, I agree with G Baby, where if you can it's basically what you're going to get more of. If you can leverage it in a way that's beneficial towards your franchise, sure. I'm not like discounting to get the Caleb Williams over Justin Fields. Yeah, I think whoever gets you more, that's who you sit here and go with, right?
Yeah, because that's why I said, because if you have the number 1 overall pick,
it's like you
trade Justin Fields, try to get a third
first round pick. I'll say, bro.
Call it a day.
So we can move on. This is the last thing I say about this potential shit. I'm with the potential shit when it's year 1, year 2. For example, everybody and their mama know I'm the biggest Jerry Jeudy fan of the world. I am the biggest Jerry Jeudy fan on this earth. At some point, he has to show what he's shown in college. At some point, and he hasn't shown it, so I'm off of him. Period.
Bro, we're acting like Cooper Kupp didn't have like his best year in his 5th season, bro.
Oh my god!
Like, what are we talking about?
Cooper Kupp was still good before that.
He was
never been good.
Bro, no, we're talking about guys progressing. Like, bro, Stephon Diggs didn't hit 1,000 yards until his 4th year. Like, what are you talking about,
Cooper
bro?
Kupp is stupid because he was still good before that. Well, I heard Cooper Kupp was
okay, Stephon Diggs didn't hit 1,000 yards until his 4th year.
I don't know why he's comparing quarterbacks to wide receivers because wide receivers is way more dependent on quarterbacks. But okay,
Aaron Rodgers didn't play until his 4th year.
Aaron, bro, when he came into the league, he was
Don't do that.
About?
It's playing on the field and sitting on the bench are 2 different things.
Okay, but
no, all right, Drew Brees. Drew Brees didn't start balling like that until his 4th year.
What a huge turnaround.
Love is inconsistent.
You said what?
You don't think Jordan Love is inconsistent, Trent?
You said what?
You don't think Jordan Love is inconsistent?
I do.
I mean, he is.
And he's still way better than Justin Fields off of 1 season.
Way better.
So why we bring it up?
Now we care. Never mind. Let me stop. Anyway,
Drew Brees. I just hit him with an ether. Y'all missed it. Drew Brees had his turnaround
about it because you always get on me for it. But
okay, so an anomaly to the rule is like the exception.
What anomaly? What are you talking about?
Wait. What Dub say? What he say to you?
Drew Brees.
Ben Roethlisberger wasn't.
Hold on.
Huh? Wasn't they first year they went 15-1 with Ben Roethlisberger? He wasn't. Don't do that though. Don't do that though.
Hey, that's getting the job done.
That's me trolling. That was me. But Ben Roethlisberger at the time was still like he wasn't bad at all. He wasn't bad.
What? He wasn't. No, I'm talking about Ben Roethlisberger was progressing to who he was. What's it called? Like in his 4th year. Like all these guys need some time.
But look, these guys you're bringing up is not a good example.
Okay, so Trent, here's my follow-up. I know we said we were going to move on, but Trent, I need to ask you this.
How's it not?
In your mind, Trent, in your mind, no team should trade for Justin Fields because what's the point? He's done. He's cooked. No team should give up anything for Justin Fields.
I think no. You know I say no because I think there's somebody worse than Justin Fields, and that's Desmond Ridder. Give him a chance. Give him a chance.
I guess.
Give him a chance.
Trent, would you pay a 1st-round pick for Justin Fields?
Hell no.
What is the most to give him?
I think the Sam Darnold trade. The Sam Darnold trade. He got like a 2nd rounder and like 2/3 or something like that. When he got traded,
that's cool.
The Sam Darnold trade.
So
that's where he's worth right now. The Sam Darnold trade. If somebody trades for Justin Fields for first, I'm gonna be like, what? I'm gonna be like, what? If he proves me wrong, he proves me wrong. But if somebody trades first for Justin Fields, I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna be just like you when you laugh.
Like,
so the only place you think, so the only quarterback you think that's worse than him is
my fault. Oh yeah, hold on. Wait.
Desmond Ridder.
Kenny Pickett is terrible. So I'll say what's his name? Justin Fields better than him. Steelers, Atlanta. Who else?
All of these quarterbacks I'm checking, they all started going into their own like their 3rd and 4th year. So I don't know why
it wasn't as bad as Fields. You keep ignoring that. I don't know why, but you keep ignoring. The only one I'll give you for real is Drew Brees. And even then, that 1 year in San Diego is better than
again. So again, the point's here, and you keep going over the point. I'm telling you that I'm not saying Justin Fields is going to be this crazy great quarterback in the league or top. No, I'm saying that with him and allow his progression to happen, similar to like every single quarterback in NFL history needed time to progress to be better. Give that man some time too, bro. Like this is some
progression, though. That's the point.
To be better, sure, but
I said they showed more progression than what Fields.
That's what you're not getting.
There's levels to this.
That's what you're not getting. That's what
there's levels to this.
Like that's what you're not getting, bro.
Breeze has shown more progression. Josh Allen.
And even then, they let Drew Brees walk. Like nobody thought Drew Brees was going. They let him walk after that one.
Exactly, because he was like, bro,
he wasn't good.
I know, because he wasn't.
It wasn't.
Matt Ryan needed some time for him.
Matt Ryan, what you mean by that?
Matt Ryan didn't come out to
Matt Ryan's rookie of the year. Am I tripping?
Matt Ryan
was he?
I think he was. I definitely think he was.
Matt Ryan.
Oh yeah, he was. He was.
Whoa. Because we're comparing what we thought Matt Ryan was supposed to be coming out of the draft. That nigga was super mid starting off his first couple seasons, dog.
Oh, I mean, he won offensive rookie of the year his first rookie year.
No.
Like,
I mean,
that's showing
even-
way more.
but
That's
even-
showing more production than
What
what
you
Fields
saying?
did.
Even before he got Julio, year by year, he got better.
But
Even
the thing,
like, for example,
the
Roddy
thing y'all
White
not
was even-
accounting for, but
Roddy White
you
was
keep
looking
talking,
like-
you keep talking about you keep talking about not progression. You're also discounting how bad the scenario he is in.
And I'm also talking about how
It's very
bad he is
bad.
right now too as a quarterback.
No,
You can
but
factor that in.
a part of him being bad is because of that scenario that he's in.
So Doug,
Trent.
do you think? Okay, so Doug, if I give you percentage right now between coaching and Justin Fields, what is it?
I think it's more coaching than Fields.
35, 65.
30.
I think it's
I mean, okay. So if he says 40, so if he
60,
says
40,
40,
60,
60,
40.
if he says 40, 60,
60-40. 60-40.
that's
It's
a
really
5%
55,
difference.
45.
That's a
It's
5%.
and that's for
5%
this year.
difference.
Hey, G baby,
I didn't
and that's for
see
this
it.
year. That's for this year. Last year, we
I'm
talking
not
about coaching in the
watching
scenario he's in.
Oh, yeah,
That's
that was-
like
yeah,
that's like
that was
70.
last year.
That's like 70. That's like
It's
80
like
20.
Yeah. I was like, this is way
Guys,
worse
guys,
last
this
year.
is
70,
you
30
guys,
Fields
there's
coaching.
no way nigga had faith in Daniel Jones going into his 4th year, but don't got no type of faith for Justin Fields. I just
Yeah,
don't-
that don't make sense to
I
me.
think
either.
Trent had faith. I
Wait,
didn't
whoa.
have faith.
Hold on. Wait.
I guarantee you, Brian
I
DeBall
still-
with
I
Brian
still
DeBall.
used to say- Wait, I still used to say even when I first got on Gridiron, Daniel Jones was bad before Dayball.
You put Fields with Brian DeBall.
What you mean?
That boy
Eric
cooking.
Bieniemy.
He still has to
So
perform.
if you swapped
That
him
boy
this year, you
cooking.
think Fields would have been cooking?
Cook will be cooking.
Hell no.
Wait. Stop.
Hold
If
on,
you
bro.
put Justin
Fields
Fields,
cooking.
if you put Justin Fields on the Giants,
Fields was
first year
killing
with Dayball,
I don't
at the
know.
very least.
I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
you don't know.
I don't know.
You
Justin
don't
Fields
know.
is going
Yeah, I do.
crazy.
I don't know.
Fields is
I don't
going
think- I don't
crazy
think-
next to
I don't think
Saquon.
so.
But
Yes,
So
it
wait,
can.
so wait,
They
wait,
simplified
wait,
the
wait,
offense
wait.
for Daniel Jones.
Exactly.
What?
With Saquon still there? Bruh.
That
Hold
tells
on.
you Justin Fields
Y'all
ain't a better
smoking
quarterback
crack,
than
yo.
Daniel Jones.
Y'all smoking
So
crack.
y'all
Give
are
me
telling
that.
me,
Hey,
y'all are
Tegan,
telling
Tegan,
me
Tegan, we
Justin
doing- we
Fields,
all love the if
his
games
first,
with
no,
certain players, right? All love
Y'all
the
are
ifs.
no,
Love the
stop,
ifs.
stop.
Love the ifs.
You
Hey,
mean to tell me?
hey.
Wait. You mean to tell me Justin Fields in that first year with Dayball and Saquon still there, he can't give you 3,215 and 5 with 700 on the ground? He already
That's the
running
best-
for a game.
Hey,
He already
G
running
baby,
for a
G
game.
baby. That's the best rushing team in the league.
But tell us,
Them
though.
and the Ravens.
Trent,
Them and the
Trent,
Ravens.
Trent, can
I
ask you a
swear
question?
they are. I
Y'all-
swear they
Fields,
are.
If we do that, are y'all still
Nigga,
keeping
get off
Fields
this
being
hill with
Giants
him. You
do
gonna
that?
fall. You gonna talk with
Wait, so Doug, why
If Daniel Jones got 40 mil off of that season, Justin Fields, give him the same contract.
What has
I don't
Fields
think he
shown
can-
y'all to move y'all
Give him
this
the
far?
same
you
contract.
said what, Tegan?
What has
Y'all
Fields
disgusting.
shown y'all to get y'all this aggravated? Like,
I don't-
are y'all still
I don't
thinking
know.
about that
You know what
playoff
they see?
team,
We
bro?
Yo,
feel
you
like
know
Trey
they-
don't be
Tegan,
keeping
Tegan,
the
you know
same
what they
energy.
see? Tegan, you know what they see,
I'm
bro?
giving him organization.
Tegan, you know what they see? They
I
see
know
this.
how
They
good
see
he was
this.
at Ohio State.
That's what they
I
still
know
see.
how
They
bad
see
he
that
was
Clemson
on
deep
this
ball.
year,
They
bro.
see that Clemson deep
Hey,
ball.
you know what's so crazy?
That's
You
what
know
they
what's so
see.
crazy?
That's
If
what they
Daniel
see.
Jones would have came out the year before,
Uh,
the year after, he would have never been a first round pick.
That's
G-Baby,
what-
my
that's
bad.
what-
I didn't mean,
Yo, look,
G-Baby, my
Tegan,
bad.
they
I
do
mean to
solely-
reopen.
Tegan,
I mean to reopen the wound. Let's
They
get
just
to
do-
the
they
Super
just
Bowl.
see this,
Let's
bro.
get
They
to.
still see. They
Oh,
still
do we have
they
super
still
chats?
see it.
Did we get to
That's what they see.
Oh, super chats. I forgot about that.
That's what they see.
Yeah, what we
That's
doing,
they see.
Shout out to Candy. He was here. Cliff Kingsbury failed upwards. Caleb, be careful. Bears fan with info. Can I pull up and send info on Discord from Candy again? Appreciate you, brother. Shift God and Candy became a member, man. Appreciate you guys for real. Ducar, name off how many teams would draft Caleb if they had the first pick right now. Almost half the teams would draft him. Fields is not that guy.
Okay.
Oh.
He said Fields is not
Nobody's-
that guy. He said Fields is not that guy. If the Cowboys had the first pick, they pick him too. And Dak just had an MVP like season. So what
Yeah.
does that mean?
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
It would
The
be-
Cowboys
it would be
would pick him
15
too.
plus minimum.
The
that
Packers
is
would
true.
pick Caleb Williams over Jordan Love. What?
Oh,
Pretty much the only
Are we
team.
sure?
I don't
Are
think
we
so.
sure?
I'm not sure.
No way.
Not
No.
sure.
No motherfucking way y'all are telling me that Caleb Williams wouldn't go to the Packers right
Wait,
now.
wait. Okay. Wait, time out.
There's no way you're telling me.
Watch this.
All this woofing, all this woofing y'all just did.
I got something.
All this woofing
Tegan.
y'all just
I got
did.
something. If you think that for Jordan Love, do you think that for Trevor Lawrence?
Yes! It's
Oh,
Caleb!
All right.
The only teams that would not pick
yeah.
No.
Better
The
than
only
say, yeah.
teams that would not pick Caleb are the Chiefs, the Bengals because they just paid him, the Chargers because they just paid him, the Ravens because they just paid him, and then Josh Allen. Other than that, everybody's free game. Everybody's free game. Those are the
All right.
only teams because they just paid their quarterbacks. We're not taking.
So what's your expectation for Caleb in the first 2 years? If he's not a top 10 quarterback, is he on the way to be a bust?
Yes. Depends on where he goes. If he goes to a situation where everything is trash, I'm not gonna hold that against him. I'm not gonna call him a bust for that. Now, if he goes to like, I don't know,
So like the Kyle Pitts effect.
Let's just
Pitts
say, kind of sort of, yeah. Let's just say, for instance, he went to like Cleveland in some crazy trade. Yeah, you better be top 10 off the rip. You better be top 10 and go first year. Your year better be better than CJ
Would the Texans draft Caleb Williams?
No, hell no.
They wouldn't because of what just happened. Because of the season he just had, they would.
Yeah, because of the season. They're not gonna
But like going into the year, like let's just say CJ Stroud
No,
would
you
have
can't
like
do that.
performed.
You can't do that.
No.
You can't do
Listen,
that.
let's just say CJ Stroud would have performed where we expected him to. Yes, they would have. But he overexceeded those expectations. Won a playoff game. Like how do you then move off of him?
Let me ask you this.
No, stop! Stop! No!
Crazy question.
No!
Okay, bro.
Let's talk about the
I'm not
Super
going to
Bowl.
respond. I'm not going to
I
respond.
want to talk about the Super
I'm not
Bowl.
going to respond. Please.
Oh
You haven't
my
gone to the Super
God.
Bowl yet?
No.
We haven't gone to the Super Bowl
No.
yet?
One more. Yes, we about to. All I have to ask you, baby. Say in the alternate universe, they keep Justin, they draft Marvin Harrison Jr., and he flops again. What are you saying?
If he flops again, what MHJ? Hey man,
Send him to hell. There we go.
Hey man,
There we go.
Okay.
All
right. So let's talk about the Super Bowl rematch with the 49ers and Chiefs. A lot of people thought we were going to get last year. Looks like we're getting it this year. The 2020 NFL Super Bowl rematch is here. The Chiefs versus the 49ers. And I just want to know what y'all think is going to happen in this game and what kind of narratives are going to come from this game as well. I'm very excited, man.
Okay,
What y'all got?
I got some. There's definitely going to be some narratives for real. They're definitely because
If you let Brock Purdy cook,
I'm not gonna lie. If Brock Purdy do what Jalen Hurts did last year,
they're calling him top 5 or no, top 10.
I'm not.
No, he's top 10.
He's better than Dak.
But I'm not gonna lie. That'll definitely be some conversations if Brock Purdy balls out, even if they lose, because him losing Mahomes personally.
Just let me listen. If Brock Purdy balls out, just let me run PC for the week.
You're
Might
that.
as well. You might as well.
Hey, wait. Tegan, say that again. Tegan, say that again, sir. You think Brock Purdy would be better than who?
And Gucci glasses.
It
That's
could be better than Dak.
That's the
Wow.
I will say this.
But you know what's so crazy? He could be better than Dak, but y'all ain't want to give Jared Goff that same type of love. That's so crazy to me.
Because we watched Jared
so
Goff do
wild
it
to me.
already and fail. We not going to act like we ain't forget Jared Goff was a first overall pick. And I know that
3
draft
years ago,
that was weak,
or 5 years
whatever.
ago.
But we're not going to we're going to act like Jared Goff didn't go somewhere. Yes, he had Fisher, but Jared Goff, they said, listen, Sean McVay, one of the most offensive geniuses of all time, said to himself, I can't do it with you, my boy.
That was
I
4
can
years
get
ago,
a
gang.
quarterback that's at least decent. I can win the Super Bowl. And
That was 4 years ago, gang.
That
That was 4 years ago, gang. That
I
was
wanna
4 years ago, gang.
I do
Jared
wanna
Goff is not the same quarterback he was
Can-
4 years ago, gang.
That
No,
is
he's
true.
not.
Can I
3
say-
years
can I say
ago,
my
gang.
reasoning on why I would
We're
bring up
comparing a
Dak?
quarterback who went first versus a quarterback who went last.
Wait. So
If that's the
Can I
case,
say
why
why I
isn't
would
he?
say
Why
he's
isn't Brock Purdy
better
top
than
3
Dak?
then? If that's what we're doing,
Oh, you know,
because he was Mr. Irrelevant.
Hey, look, we know to me he top 5. At worst, top 7. We know to me. That's me. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right.
can I say my reasoning?
Who's better than him?
Mahomes, of course. Jared Allen. Because he hurt all the time, I'm getting Burrow the fuck up out of here. I'm gonna still take Lamar over him right now.
That was just so ass backwards. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, Lamar's still over him though? Ain't Lamar?
Ain't
Ain't Lamar had the same amount of injuries?
As of right now, but we talking about right now, for real to me, right now. When we talking about after the Super Bowl, it's to the goulash with half these niggas. He might be top 3, but we got Patrick.
That's disgusting.
Patrick Josh.
Oh my god.
I'm still taking right now because I just love who he is. I'm still taking Stafford in no order. We ain't in order right now. I'm still taking Lamar over him. I'm still taking Jordan Love over him. I'm a Jordan Love fan. I don't care what you say. I think
Not Jared Goff.
Jared Goff. No, I don't think Jared Goff better than Brock Purdy. Not to me. Mechanic wise, who else we got out there that I really like? Fields, I mean not Fields, but Herbert can do it all, but I still got him over Herbert right now. He might be top 5. Y'all not gonna hold you to me, man.
Yeah.
I don't like Aaron Rodgers like that no more. Kurt, get him out.
Why? Why don't you like Aaron Rodgers?
Is Stroud better than Purdy or no?
CJ Stroud's better than him.
Remind me, Stroud better than Purdy.
Why don't you like Aaron Rodgers no more?
I don't know. I just think with this injury, I think once you start getting these type of injuries, dog.
Oh, Achilles. Well, we thought the same thing with the Tommy John thing.
Understand what the Jets about to do. We about to watch this nigga break our heart. Oh man, first 4 seconds in, and then go. Let's try it again next year. So what if you get hurt? 4 games in. Like once you get to a certain age, and y'all know this, when that body starts to beat down on you, I watched it with Kobe.
And plus,
I watched
an
it with
injury
every
like that.
After
It's
that,
harder for people like that.
Once some injuries start to come at that age,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though.
And plus, for a player at his age, it's going to be harder to recover.
I do say, and because I have the Chiefs winning, but if the 49ers do win, I think George could have won Super Bowl MVP. Like, I'm not even trying to be trolled.
So what happens if
Brock Purdy's gonna win? You know what's so crazy? No, this is giving me
2007.
Yo, no, 2011.
He wins the game. I'm talking about 2007. He comes down.
2011 is better because Eli was a game manager then.
But he still got MVP. MVP. He comes down the field and wins the game. The game winning drive. I mean, it's a close game. The defenses are going at it, and we talk about like 21-17, 17-14. Brock Purdy. 2 minutes left. He got the ball last. Down by 4.
6-6.
Flies it down the field. Puts it in the end zone. Throws the trophy out. And the Super Bowl goes to Brock Purdy. What do you say to me? How do you come to PC that Monday and talk to me? You can't say shit to me that day.
All right, so are you gonna be gone?
Yes, sir.
So are you gonna be gone if Brock Purdy has a disaster class?
I understand, Mr. Earl. Let me hear you talk, Mr. Earl. I'm sorry, Mr. Earl. I get it, Mr. Earl.
So Mr. Earl.
So Brock Purdy,
Mr. Earl, if Brock Purdy has a disaster class, are you showing up?
No.
I'm gonna show up. If Brock Purdy has a disaster class,
you want that Brock people back again?
I'm going to personally pay top dollar to get a Mookie face mask. And I'm gonna wear that shit for the whole week. I ain't gonna hold you guys. I won't look like me. I'm gonna look like Bob from accounting for Martin. I'm gonna have a whole makeup disguise on, guys. I'm not gonna hold you.
That's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. What is the conversation?
I'm sorry, Tegan. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I was just gonna say, what should the conversation be that a year 2 quarterback, Mr. Irrelevant, say he does win by throwing the ball more than 25 times and win Super Bowl MVP? A second-year quarterback against that defense that put Josh Allen in a box, put Lamar Jackson, the MVP, in a box, and he cooks them. What's the narrative going to be then?
He can say he does what he just did versus the Lions. They're down by like 2 touchdowns. He come all the way back.
All right, if he come back 21,
he's running the ball.
If he come back 21 down. If he comes, let's be real. If he comes back 21 down, yeah, you came back 21. It was impressive when he did against the Lions. I don't care what the Lions defense is. You come back 21 down. I'm going to give you your props for that.
You understand? My whole player's choice career is on this right now. Like, my whole
you're going to take some PTO if he loses.
My background. Like, if he gets washed in the Super Bowl, that shit destroys me. I'm like Bernie Madoff. That shit destroys my rap.
But Tegan, here's what I'll say to what you got, Tegan. Technically, if Brock Purdy just plays a relatively good game, we should give him props for that. You want to know why we won't, though? Because of people like Early. Because of people who put Brock Purdy, average Joe.
This is supposed to be a good story.
Because of people who put Brock Purdy in the tier he doesn't belong in. Because of that, now it's like, well, you better ball like they say you will, or it's GG's, and let's be real.
Let's give him that standard then.
But I'm not even going to lie. I'm not even really tripping about the 49ers offense. Right now, the biggest concern I have for the 49ers is their defense. They let 2 teams in back-to-back weeks do whatever they wanted on the line of scrimmage. Nick Bosa, I think he had 2. Nick Bosa had like 2 sacks when literally the O-line just miscommunicated and let him go.
They bench Young, so we all right. Here's my thing though, guys. When y'all talk about Brock Purdy, right? Y'all say you are niggas like me. I know the reason why. What would this season? Honestly, let's have some fun, guys. What would PC Gridiron players shirt over field. What would it be like if Early didn't come and big up Brock Purdy? We all be saying Patrick Mahomes. Everybody be saying Patrick Mahomes. It'd be nobody that'd be the villain. We all would be
Colorado
expecting shit out of Purdy. The fact that
Colorado
Earl came in DC talking
all
crazy
over
like
again.
this, and I get to ride this motherfucker pause.
You know, early.
Yeah,
This
I
is
have to say, Earl, this the week, and I'm like, nope, not this week.
okay.
This
So
week,
Earl,
nope,
hear
this
Trent
week.
out. Hear Trent out. Hold on.
So we've been through this road. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is the NFL version of it. It's like we've been through this road where you, other people just been dying on hills. I think this is the time where you're gonna read that Pat Brown pick back in, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think this really
Oregon week.
It's really might be the time where you just be quiet the whole week of PC about the 49ers. Like,
I will be. I'll be hurt.
but I think but all trying aside, I think this is really about to be a good game though, because I think they got the DBs to match up with Ayuk and Debo, but they got nobody stopping George Kittle. Like Willie Gay, Nick Bowen, they can't cover.
And that's the thing, Trent. If that's my thing, dog.
And that's why I think George Kittle can have a crazy game. I think he can win.
Kittle should be 13 and 1,500 yards a season, bro. Bro, Brock. Listen,
he got so many weapons. Like the fact that he got 1,000 this year with these kind of weapons, it's like it shows.
But it's just like, dog, he is such a miss. This is one of them games where like if Taylor Swift is in the crowd for Travis Kelce, they better act like Katy Perry in the crowd for George Kittle. Because y'all better feed this man like he got a pop star girlfriend too. Because he should have 15. I'm talking about a Gronk type of.
I think he should have like 8 catches, 135 yards type of game.
Abuse. Make them say, yo, put a corner in this nigga, please. Make them put Snead on him. And then when they put Snead on him, whoever Snead covered, now Burrow that receiver.
The reason why I get
I'm not gonna lie, McDuffie might put Ayuk in the box too, because you know the Snead gonna put the balls on Debo.
That's cool. So that's why
Hey, what's gonna happen if Debo wins MVP? What are you gonna do if Debo wins MVP, G?
If he wins MVP as a running back, that's a top 10 running back. I've been saying it. Debo, if he changed his position from wide receiver to running back, would be top 10.
This is just like how G-Baby said, if you Lamar at running back, he'd be top 10 running back. This is the same thing over and over again.
What? What do you mean? I don't think. See, the thing is, you putting it nasty because obviously, if you call Lamar a running back, it sounds really bad. I'm not saying. Look, I think Lamar is a great quarterback because at least Lamar does good things as a passer. You feel me?
Oh, but Debo
don't do nothing good as a wide receiver. What
Anyways, because I just think that's just a lot.
But what is Justin Fields showing you as a passer versus a runner?
Hey, TBD. That's all
With
I'm
new
saying.
information.
I
don't mind calling Justin Fields a running back
until proven otherwise. I just think that here's the difference, though. And you know what? No, because
a first-round pick for a running back is crazy.
We should cape for a running back at quarter. Okay.
No, I'm not.
But it's like running back.
Justin Fields.
It doesn't diminish the
value.
value.
Open this can of worms back up.
It doesn't diminish the value.
You said what?
Hold on, G. Don't do it. G baby, listen.
Why?
Listen. This is the thing. It doesn't diminish the value of that said player. Like it just doesn't. Like what those guys can do doesn't devalue how good Debo Samuel is as a football player. But especially when I'm talking about Debo as like a wide receiver, bro. Like, come on, bro. He's not like
I feel like again,
he's a great football player, but he's not in
like
the upper echelon of receivers.
When people tell me as a quarterback, Matthew Stafford's better than Lamar, I have no problem with it.
Yeah, you're right. And that's honest to God. That's what I'm saying.
And that's the thing.
So true.
And that's the thing.
As a quarterback. What you mean?
I mean,
like the football.
Strictly throwing the football.
Like this.
It's Matthew
if we
Stafford.
in the promo and we doing the throwing challenge and Lamar's up, you like he ain't gonna win.
Oh, hold that early, because I seen all these people online talking about Michael Vick. This was such an elite passer and everything. He went in that skill. He won that skills challenge and missed every single pass. What are y'all talking? Y'all don't watch football. Michael Vick wasn't that accurate much of a throw. He had a big arm that when you watch the highlights, it was a crazy highlight.
I'm gonna counterpoint.
Niggas forget Algie Crumbly used to
and this is where it comes back to where me and G-Baby always talk about this. It's always something with me and G-Baby always talk about these old heads lying about people. You don't have to lie for people.
They lied about Vick,
so wait, Trey, I got a question.
Huh? You said what?
Vick threw the ball just as bad as Lamar.
Hey, I got a question. You take Justin Fields off that team and put Michael Vick. What's the difference?
That's nasty.
Yeah, you're disgusting.
That villain ass laugh, bro.
Just do me a favor. Yo, remember how Michael Vick was a 99 overall on Madden 04? Just go look at them passing stats.
Let's go look at it.
No, how about this? Remember when they brought the vision tunnel to Madden? That nigga, that motherfucker was like this. You had to be like that.
Yo, if you ever played Madden 06, Madden 07.
I remember that.
Hey, Manning's vision, see
Like
the whole
this.
field.
The whole
Michael
field.
Vick,
Like this.
needle.
Wait, no,
Wait,
Be like, where's
He
that
got put on the
coming? Over
cover
there?
of Madden after his 03 season or after his 04 season?
Oh, 3.
Madden 04 came out in 03, so put say
After
2000
playing 5 games?
or like
Whichever one, which was his best year, bro.
just look at his ATL. Just look at just Trey.
2,300,
2,300,
2,300, 14 and 12, 2,400, 15 and 13, 2,400, 20 and 13.
Even this with Michael Vick, right? With Michael Vick, right? Even this. Any nigga
We
who
loved
played
Michael
Madden
Vick. Why
04,
don't we love Justin Fields?
Any nigga who played Madden 04, because they don't have the league no more. Any nigga who played Madden 04, right? You're not gonna say Vick was OD because he could pass. No, he was OD because he was a nice. You was just running with him, and you could put him anywhere. You could put him at receiver and kill with him. You were just running with him, and nobody else.
That's what I'm saying. And early, that's why when we had this, that's what me and G Baby always on the old heads. Like we had this conversation about Keyshawn Johnson. Like when people talk about Michael Vick, they try to act like he was some precision passer. Oh, Michael Vick as a quarterback, he had a phenomenal deep ball. He had a cannon, but it wasn't accurate. It wasn't accurate at all. But people really try to say people.
Wait. He was a highlight merchant.
You know,
He was
so
a social
crazy?
media
Look,
quarterback
they gonna hit
before
us
being
with
a social
That's
media
a
quarterback.
fact.
G Baby.
He was a YouTube merchant.
You was a jet watcher around that time. You don't even know real Michael Vick for real. Like,
It was just a black quarterback who was actually winning games.
You don't
in a
know
time
real
where all the
Michael Vick
quarterbacks-
either.
Trent,
So
what
we
were
just
they
never-
running in
other than
Virginia
like-
Tech? Just PA boot?
Other
And
than
you know
like
what's crazy?
Cunningham,
Michael Vick
Vick
only
was
completed
this.
over
Vick was
60% of his passes one
Vick
time.
was this. No quarterback before Vick was getting drafted off their legs alone. Vick was so dynamic rushing wise that it was like something we'd never seen before. And mind you, we talking about an era where Lil Wayne and he got cornrows and 50 Cent. Like this was like a hip hop.
AI football.
This is the same as like a Allen Iverson era, dog. Vick was like
Yeah,
he was
true.
like football Allen Iverson.
The
We ain't never
aura.
seen a guy Newport.
Oh,
News,
yeah, he got unlimited
6
aura.
foot, he gonna outrun
Unlimited
you.
aura.
He holding the ball like a piece of bread, but he ain't dropping that jump. He gonna hit you with a spin move. We ain't never seen that before. Like
Hey.
today's game, don't nobody want that.
I
You
got
know
one
Michael
question.
Vick has the same
I
amount
got
of
one
seasons
question.
as 40%.
I got one question,
As
and I got a
60%.
question for G Baby to go back to the thrower of the football.
Thrower
Who's
the
a better
football.
thrower of the football, Lamar
Talk to me.
Jackson or Brock Purdy?
Lamar
I
Jackson.
think
Actually,
Lamar.
it's Lamar.
I think
Lamar
Lamar has a
Jackson.
better arm.
I'm just
Lamar
asking.
Jackson.
I think Lamar has a better arm.
I was told to
Who's
ask you
more
that question.
decisions?
I was told to ask you that
Lamar
question.
Purdy on
I
decisions.
told you to ask me that question.
Yo, early stop.
I
Decisions.
told you to ask me that
Brock
question.
Purdy is actually really smart, and we all know this. He's very intelligent.
You know what's so funny? And to go back to the main point of the topic, I think if Brock Purdy goes crazy in this Chiefs Super Bowl, and let's say if they win, I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna very much remind me of the start of like Tom Brady's career. I'm not gonna hold you. Building that
Oh my
It's
god!
like, why is it? Oh my God! It's literally the same exact thing. He got a game, shows up in the clutch against the Carolina Panthers, and sit here, and it started the trend and built it in his confidence to now next season. Next season, somebody saying he's top 10, I'm not going to argue with them because he could carry that confidence to the season for the rest of his career.
I had one on record, Dub, of saying
Would Jimmy G have been top 10 if he won that Super Bowl and made the throw?
No.
What?
I have one on record.
I'm asking a question.
What Brock
Jimmy
Purdy
G
did?
got carried to
Come
that
on,
road
y'all.
to the
Stop
Super
being
Bowl.
so
What are we
unfair.
talking about?
G baby, when
What
did
did Brock
Garoppolo have a
Brock
30
didn't
plus
get carried this year.
4,000 yard season, dog? Like what we talking about? Like what Brock? Think about this. When Jimmy G was there, he was a George Kittle merchant, and he was a.
He was a most
He
of
was
them.
a-
What
He's
is
back-
Brock Purdy?
He was a backfield Debo merchant, right? When
Is that not what Brock Purdy is? A CMC, a Debo merchant? Every time Debo doesn't play, what does Brock Purdy look like?
No. You missing the point, bro. Jimmy G literally threw 8 fucking passes in a game, bro.
I hate when y'all bring that up. And I'm gonna
8.
say, I hate when y'all bring that up.
He threw
I hate when
8.
y'all bring that up. Yes, it's not like he threw, bro. Okay, any team, bro. We just had Mac Jones had a game where he only threw 4. Like
Brock
anytime
Purdy
you can't
didn't-
stop the run.
G baby. Are
Bro,
you gonna
y'all
tell
act
me?
like people do
Are you gonna
that.
tell me that Kyle
Bro,
Shanahan?
Brock
is opening
Purdy
up all the
didn't
way
have
up?
that, bro.
Brock Purdy,
Kyle Shanahan is a
You
run
gonna tell
first
me
guy.
Kyle Shanahan
Bro,
is opening that playbook all the way up?
CMC, guess what? In the first, bro, the 49ers hasn't broken 150 rushing,
You know what's so crazy,
rushing
though?
yards
You know
yet.
what's so
You
crazy,
know
though?
that the 49ers in that whole entire road broke it twice?
And then also, I ain't gonna lie, I used to be on the train where Brock Purdy's Jimmy G 2.0. He's way better than him. Brock Purdy,
Way better.
He's way better. It's way,
Way
better.
better,
So,
clear.
but you know what's so funny though, Dub? G always talking about Brock Purdy throw the open receivers, this and that.
I don't say
You know who?
I say he doesn't look good when Debo's not there though.
Hey, you know who else also a lot of open receivers when they play football, and he cape for him crazy. Oh, Jared Edge. You
That
talking
is
about
true.
it, Dub? Amon Ra, he just be open.
Whoa,
Amara
here's the
always
thing,
open
though.
for no reason.
And Laporta.
I don't
Covering
say-
Laporta.
I
Hey,
don't
but
say-
remember
wait,
that
wait,
take?
Wait,
Hey,
pause.
remember
I
that
don't
take
say
I said
that.
about
don't
him
say
being
that
the
all-
number 1? Looks like he wasn't.
Oh no. That's a whole different argument.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, no, I say that Brock Purdy,
That was nasty.
but when Debo not playing, he turned into Alex Smith. I say he's a Debo merchant for sure because when he's not there, he looked like Alex Smith. I said that, but open receivers, hey, you got Brandon Ayuk and George Kittle. Yeah, they're gonna be open. They like that.
Okay,
Well, Ayuk is a nice route runner.
and Sam Laporta. Yeah, they
But I'm always caping
That's
for
true.
him on Raw. You be hating
And you got
on
Jameer
it.
Gibbs
here's
and
the thing,
Devontae
though.
Government.
No,
David
wait,
Montgomery.
no, I'm saying, G. I'm saying.
Not to mention that Lions O-line gives him so much time in the pocket.
Yeah, and
It's
G,
what-
and that's where I'm going with.
And I still
Yes.
see him miss throws. I'm not gonna lie. I still
Hey,
be
but
seeing
you know
him
what's
miss
crazy?
Hold on. Here's the point.
It's crazy.
Keep going.
You be saying all this. You
Keep
don't.
going.
You don't get. I ain't like. You don't give Brock Purdy a lot of credit. Be saying, oh, he throws a lot of open receivers.
I don't
So
say
does
that
Jared
though.
Goff.
I don't
And
say
you
that
try-
though. I
Jared
don't
Goff
say,
is
all I talk about is when Debo's not there, he looks like Alex Smith, and let's not put him in his elite
You
tier.
said he threw. I've also said he just throws the open receivers. I've heard you say that.
Well then I'll walk that back because my thing is with Jared Edge, right? Yeah, he be throwing it open, but I've seen when he hasn't had all his guys, he still make the same throws to the same dudes. Yes. When David Montgomery wasn't there, he looked the exact same.
Yeah, Jameer Gibbs.
Hold up.
Gibbs, bro.
What you mean? Hey, wait. Wait. Stop. Brock Purdy lost the top 10 running back. He still had one in the backfield and didn't look the same. So what are we doing?
Bro,
Oh,
He
G-Baby,
lost
can we say this,
Debo.
G-Baby? Can we
He
say this,
lost
G-Baby?
Debo and still
G-Baby,
had
G-Baby, can we say
CMC
this,
and Kittle
G-Baby?
and
G-Baby,
didn't
can we
look
say
the
this?
same.
That's a
The
fair point.
emergence of Brandon Ayuk, is that not because Brock Purdy's there?
whoa.
No.
You
That's
did not
because Kyle Shanahan decided to take him
Ayuk
off
was
the
better than him
doghouse.
last year.
Yes, Ayuk was
With
actually
Jimmy
soaring.
G.
Yeah,
No,
Ayuk.
you're not hearing me.
Wait,
No,
but
no, no.
wait,
I'm talking about-
what's his name?
I'm saying Brock Purdy being there is the reason why Ayuk can get the. We've seen players who were good. I lie. Tim Tebow with the Broncos, and we didn't know they were good receivers. We had no idea Eric Decker and Demarius Thomas was that good.
I see his point. I see his point.
That's what I mean.
I see his point.
Brandon Ayuk was good even last.
But even with that point,
Doghouse, and he's playing every
no,
game.
but even with that
Jimmy
point,
G's the quarterback. The way he
No.
tunnel vision the tight end,
No.
the same way Vick did back in the day, and them back
because
quarterbacks
even
too.
because even with that point, Brandon Ayuk was cooking with Jimmy G before he got hurt.
You're lying. Liar.
That's not true.
Liar.
Ayuk wasn't cooking last year with
G
with
baby.
Jimmy G before
No,
he got hurt.
G baby's right.
No, he
You
wasn't.
do realize he actually had less targets this year and less receptions this year.
And last year he was playing before they got CMC.
You do realize he missed 4 games?
Who? Ayuk
Brandon
this
Ayuk?
year?
Yep.
He missed 1 game. What the hell are you talking about?
He missed one game.
He missed like 3 or 4 games.
I'm
He missed
looking.
one game,
We're
bro.
gonna look it up right now. We're gonna look it up right now.
Nah, he missed one game, bro.
He missed at least 3 games.
No, he missed one game.
Are you lying on purpose, early?
17
Why?
games.
Are you lying on
He
purpose?
started
Why
Because he
16
played
games. He played.
He played
What?
16 games.
Brandon
Are you lying
Ayuk?
on purpose?
No, he didn't.
Yes.
No, he didn't.
16. It's right here.
How you gonna say no? He didn't, bro. Early, you just wrong.
Look at how early he
He
played
said that.
16.
He said that with a straight face too.
You're lying. You guys are lying. You guys are lying.
Not once, not twice, not. He said that like
It's
4 or
not,
5
it's not like
times.
something you can debate. It's hard numbers.
Like
You guys are lying.
Like
It's
you
not
can't
a-
defend that.
I gotta go check. I gotta go check. You guys are lying. He didn't play
What do you
16 games.
mean?
Why are we, bro? Why do we?
Irvin, you just said early is not lying. Oh, it looks like you're lying too, gang. It's 16.
Irvin can't just be saying anything though.
I'm not
And
gonna lie,
remember
early.
last
This
year,
is bad.
Ayuk. Remember last year, Ayuk, the first half of the
He just
season.
missed one game.
Yes, and it was the game. I'm almost positive where they sat everybody.
Yep.
No, he missed it. No, remember, guys, he missed the game early in the season too.
Okay, early. I don't know if you can see this for real.
Yeah, I
it's
see
not
it. It says
even-
16 out of 17. I've seen it. I'm looking it up myself.
Yes.
I know he missed another game, dog.
No, he did it, bro.
Another game.
There's not some imaginary game that he.
And
he
then
missed the
remember
football
last
because
year,
he's in the
they
Super
only
Bowl.
had CMC at the trade deadline. So 8 games, they didn't have CMC. Ayuk was doing the same thing. I will say he got more yak this year. I'll give him that. He definitely got more
Oh no,
yards
they
after
played the
catch.
last one. He played the last one, but he didn't play a lot.
But
Brandon
yeah,
Ayuk
like-
played the last game. He missed the Giants game. That's the game he missed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, nah. But
Yeah, so he had
I'm
the
not
thing
giving
with
you-
Ayuk. The reason why
Okay, but the
Ayuk,
last two seasons he's played being 1,000 yards. That's Jimmy. That's Purdy. That's Purdy.
last year,
He had
Bro,
Jimmy G
last
for
year,
half
Brandon-
the season, bro.
Brandon
Come on.
Ayuk was cooking last year.
Wait. Let's keep it a beat. We all remember that Brandon Ayuk was a first round draft pick, right? Everybody
Same
when they
class
was
as
watching
Justin
it,
Jefferson.
Brandon Ayuk played. All they were saying, he's on the emergence. It's that Debo in 2021 went crazy. He went.
As a running back.
He went.
Ayuk still had 800 yards.
Yeah, exactly.
Five
Now you
tutties.
still had 800 yards with that, so he was still a pretty good wide receiver too. This year, the year for real that he really emerged, he's had to keep going for real. Like, I don't think that's Brock Purdy. I just think that's Brandon Ayuk just coming into his form.
I think Brock Purdy gets the ball to receivers better. That's all. That's how, when I'm watching the
Okay,
game.
of course, better than Jimmy G because Jimmy G sucks. Yeah, of course.
But
Well,
okay,
yeah, he's better than Jimmy G.
Yeah, he's better than
We
Jimmy
all
G.
agree.
Yeah, he
We're
is.
looking
He's
at-
clearly better than Jimmy G. It's not
Hey,
close.
but hold up.
Bro, like
We're
the
looking
jump
at-
to a top five.
Okay, hold up. But
quarterback
this
is
here's the thing though
too
too
big of a
though, right? When Jimmy
Yeah.
G was there too though, right? Now they are utilizing Debo more as a receiver. He not as much a running back no more with Brock Purdy being there. They were.
Oh, you're lying.
No, see, you're lying again. Because last year, 2021, Debo had his year. He came in the next year and said, I don't want to do that anymore when Jimmy G still is the quarterback. And since Jimmy G got hurt, remind you, it's not like they put Brock Purdy in because Jimmy G was trash. No, Jimmy G was actually bowling, and then he got hurt. And then they put in Brock Purdy because Trey Lance got hurt.
But with them having CMC and then him not having to be that running back as much, they schemed a lot for Jimmy G, y'all. I know they schemed.
You
a
do
lot.
realize. You
Do
do
they not
realize.
scheme now?
You do get this right.
But Jim,
In 2021,
are
in
we saying the
2021,
playbook? Are we saying the offense doesn't look better?
I think you could say it looks better with because I think the thing is we never saw Jimmy G with CMC. So if you want to say it looks better, because Brock Purdy every game has played with CMC. So fine, CMC's the best running back in the league. That's fine. But if you keeping it a buck, the playbook, yeah, if you want to say it open more because they were able to do more things with CMC and have a CMC Debo backfield, fine, cool. Because naturally, if you get a generational player like CMC, yeah, you're going to be able to do more things. Elijah Mitchell can't do the things CMC can do.
And were people hyping
So that's
up Elijah
fine.
Mitchell before they got CMC? They just couldn't stay healthy.
Yes.
The running back
Yes. So that's what I'm saying. When they got CMC, you could say the playbook open for sure. But it's not
They've always
because
been a run-first
Brock
team.
Purdy. Yeah,
They've always been
they're
run-first.
still a run first team. They still are. They are a zone.
They're just not afraid to pass it like they were.
And honestly, having CMC does help with that.
So
Because
then
let's be real. Let's be real. Not that many people
where's-
were worried
hold
about
up, hold
Elijah
up.
Mitchell.
So then where is Jimmy G's 4,200 yard 30 touchdown season?
He's not good.
No one's,
I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
arguing that
I ain't gonna lie
Purdy
to
is in
y'all.
the same tier as
I ain't gonna lie
Jimmy
to
G.
y'all.
Yeah,
I root for Brock Purdy, right? But I did not. I did not realize niggas born to say that as my father. And my father, like this nigga say me as my father. Now I see why I love this nigga so much, dog. My father's everything to me.
But
This
we
nigga-
all agree that Brock
it's meant
Purdy
to
is
be,
better.
nigga. It's meant to be.
So
y'all.
I'll tell you this. We
You're saying
all
the white
agree that
man's your
Brock
father.
Purdy- That's crazy. That's crazy. On Black History Month too. That's crazy.
Hey, do y'all
Even
know
Mookie
Dub?
would do
Hey,
that.
look, Pat, Dub is not light skinned, okay? He's not with us.
Yo,
I'm
that's
letting
so.
him get these passes, okay?
That's crazy. That's crazy. You know what Early
Dub
said to
called
me,
the
G baby?
N-word at the
What did
Giants
Early
game.
say to you?
Guys,
What
do
did Early
not
say to you,
let
Dub?
Dub-
What did Early say to you,
Yo,
Dub?
you stupid as hell. Yo, you know what Early said to me? I was when we was walking back from the field, I was like, I seen this John, yo. She looks so good with her little braids on and shit. She's look good. She was checking me out. And then I told Early, I was like, yeah, bro. I said, that girl over there, she just looked good as hell. This man Early go look at me. I didn't know you messed with a sister. I said, what?
You found this system attractive? He said, yeah, I like the sisters. I didn't think
I missed that shit. It's been a minute. I've been fucking with Spanish women too much. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Hey, look. Notice how Dub called black women sisters and he called Spanish women bitches. You know who he really
No,
likes.
he doesn't. We do not call women that word over here. We respect.
Unless I'm off screen, because I'm not gonna lie, these Spanish girls is wild. I'm not gonna hold you. I swear. And you know what's so crazy? They will all agree with me and say that that's exactly what they are. I promise you.
Oh my
The
god.
flag is getting fumbled as we speak.
I promise
We
you.
respect all women.
When it comes to
over
Brock
here.
Purdy, right? Them players get behind him, Paul, because they really know that like this man really is a better quarterback. He can really lead them to the promised land, dog. Listen. When Adebo says, "Man, I feel like if we would have had Brock Purdy last year, we could make the Super Bowl."
Early?
And the year he's healthy, they make it. Like if Brock Purdy has,
you have to
Early. Hold up,
Tegan.
Tegan.
Throws in
I
the
got him.
playoffs alone.
You studied this
Early.
game.
Early.
You studied this game.
Early.
He
Yeah,
made
I
it
did study
now.
the game early.
God.
Early.
He had a
Early.
cakewalk
Listen.
to Super Bowl.
Early. Listen to me.
Remember
Listen to
that?
me.
He had
Early.
a cakewalk to Super Bowl.
Early. I studied your game, because guess what? When they drafted Trey Lance, they said the same thing for Jimmy G. When they drafted Trey, they said, nah, coach, we want Jimmy G. So what does that mean? They said the same thing for Jimmy.
Whoa. You're wrong.
They said the same thing.
Hey. Put it back. Because they must have seen what Trey Lance did like in practice and knew we didn't want this. We take Jimmy G over this nigga any day. You talking about the Trey Lance they gave up for a fourth-round pick? Oh, I wouldn't want that. Hey, I'll take Jimmy G over him. Anybody on this panel taking Trey Lance over Jimmy G right now?
Trent might, because he believes
Raise your
he
hand.
want to get.
Hey, Trent.
For you wrestling fan, for you wrestling fans,
But
Trent is an Omar stand,
fan.
so he probably
Trent
would want to see
quarterback
Trey
play.
Lance. Trent is an Omar stand. He
like
like,
saying the
you know
bad word.
what's crazy? You love Omar,
like the
but you hate
Ryan
on Justin
Shazier,
Fields.
David
That's
Reed.
crazy. How you hate on limited people, but you love Omar and hate Justin.
You like the
Fields?
Ryan Shazier of WWE.
Where is Omos?
But if we being honest,
Exactly, Dub. Exactly.
If we're in the
Nowhere
locker
to be
room,
found.
if we're in the locker room,
Remember, he
right,
wrestled
we
Brock
got- listen,
Lesnar, and I don't know
if
what
we're
happened
in
to
the
him.
locker room, right? And we
That's-
got
wait.
Jimmy G or Trey Lance, and the coach say, "Hey guys, who y'all gonna play? Who y'all want me to play as quarterback next week?" We all gonna say,
But early they wanted Jimmy G before they even saw Trey Lance practice. There was literally reports that they went to Kyle Shanahan. No, listen, because when they drafted Trey Lance, they traded up to get him. There was reports they literally went to Kyle, and it was like, no, bro, we want Jimmy G. This is our guy. That's what they said. That's what they went and told the coach. So you're talking about rooting.
What does he have to do, man? What part he gotta do for you?
All I'm saying is don't put Purdy in these top 10.
I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not gonna. And G baby, this is what I'm not gonna lie, G baby. I'm telling you, G baby, next year, especially if he wins and plays well,
Dub,
will be
it's
top 10.
everywhere.
I'm gonna say something.
I promise you, he will be
Say
top 10.
something quick.
He is on the Tom Brady. He is on the Tom Brady progression.
I'm gonna say something
Remember
real
what
quick.
they did to Joe Burrow, even though he lost?
I'm gonna say something real quick,
Patrick Mahomes? Remember how we had Joe Burrow number 2?
He's
He
top
was the
10.
next Peyton Manning?
He will be top 10.
So you think Brock Purdy played the same as Joe Burrow in year 2?
No, it's not calling him top 2, but they're gonna say he's top 10.
Early saying top 5.
Justin Fields, but we're gonna ignore the situation about Joe Burrow.
Early could be I get why he's early can be early to the party. I mean, he's been like that a lot of the times.
I'm gonna say something real quick. I gotta say something real quick.
early to the party.
When you turn your TV on, he went to
Let me say something real quick.
and guys are comparing him to Tom Brady. Y'all know it's coming. Y'all know
Let me
it's
say something
coming.
though.
I'm not gonna lie.
That might not.
Brock Purdy,
It
the
might
next
ruffle
Tom
some
Brady.
feathers, but I'm gonna say something real quick.
Brock Brady.
Hey, let me say this real quick though. Let me say this. I'm not saying that Brock Purdy played better than this dude last year, but like I said again, if he does what Jalen Hurts did last year in the Super Bowl, y'all better keep that same energy y'all talking about with Jalen Hurts. Y'all better keep that exact same energy. Y'all better keep that exact same energy.
He was top 10 for me up until
I'm saying. Okay, so
the middle of the season.
When was he top 10 up
It was he was scratching top 5 in the middle of the season, but then it kind of died down.
Okay, so I'm asking this.
I never called him top 5 until.
And who was early to that change?
Yes, you did. You said he was better than Josh Allen.
Who was early to that?
Yeah, in the middle of the season, not after the Super Bowl.
Who was early to that train?
You know that.
That the Eagles were frauds? Who was early to that train? No pun intended.
Hold on.
Early. I guess it was early.
My mother knew they were in their league.
I think Jalen Hurts played better than Brock. Last year, Jalen Hurts played better than Brock right now. But if he do what Jalen Hurts did last year, y'all gotta keep the same energy though.
So Trent, where are you gonna put?
I'm not gonna keep the same energy because I never put Jalen Hurts in crazy conversations.
You put him top 10, did you not?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
So shouldn't Brock Purdy be top 10?
But did Jalen Hurts have the MVP season last year?
That's a cooking right there.
Wasn't Jalen Hurts an MVP candidate and was going to win if it wasn't for an injury?
He should have won, yeah.
Similar to Brock Purdy.
So is that not valid?
No, Brock Purdy should have never won.
It is what it is. He was in MVP conversation the whole year, and he wins and has a performance like Jalen Hurts. Hey,
hold on.
So Trent, Brock Purdy top 10?
Trent, you got to call him top 10.
If they beat the Ravens, he's your MVP this season, and y'all know it.
He's going to be better than Kirk Cousins.
MVP.
If you think about that back,
now we talking about MVP. We talking about the last
week. Do it.
MVP and Super Bowl MVP. You can't say nothing to me.
If he do, because I don't think he's better than Stafford.
I don't think he's either.
Wait. You think he's better than? No, stop it, Trent. You think he's better than Kirk and Dak?
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins is better than him.
Exactly.
Dak Prescott though, he's losing me. I see Kirk got up the 49ers defense with just him alone. I'm not gonna lie.
PJ Walker did too, but hey.
No.
No, he didn't. That's nasty.
Kirk is moving me.
Kirk over A-Rod.
You know what? Early. Injury text. He got hurt. So I guess Brock Purdy.
Yeah. Did y'all just hear what Mr. Early Coughlin said?
Are you 100%?
Yes.
I'm younger. I'll take his Achilles injury over A-Rod right now.
You know Kirk Cousins ain't that much younger than Aaron Rodgers, right?
Kirk Cousins
is 36. Isn't Aaron Rodgers 39?
Yes.
40. He's 40 now. 40. Kirk's 34.
No, he isn't. Kirk is 36.
Rodgers is 40. Hold up. Rodgers is 40. Kirk Cousins is 35.
35.
So it's a 5-year gap.
That 5-year gap mean a lot. Y'all know that.
Can I ask you a question?
Dang, Aaron Rodgers was born in 1983. You old.
Yeah.
Anyway.
G. So are we 100% sure that if you swap Dak for Purdy that they make the Super Bowl? 100%.
Nope.
All right. Wait, Trent.
Let's be honest. They got the same team.
Wait, Trent.
They got the same team.
Wait, Trent early.
One ring got blew out by the Packers.
Hey, Tegan, I got you. Nah, Dub. Hey, don't leave the camera. Come back.
I got you.
Hey, Tegan, I got the. So you said
you can't give Dak the.
You said 100%.
You can't give Dak the.
You said are we 100% confident that Dak would make the Super Bowl?
O-line, what do you got?
Wait. So are we? You're asking if I'm 100% that Dak on the 49ers will make the Super Bowl instead of Brock Purdy?
100.
Yeah, I got the answer. Yes, because he doesn't have that big blue star on the side of his helmet no more. Easy. He's not cursed. He's not cursed. He's not cursed. He's not cursed.
No, wait. This is the wait. Early. This is the same guy that calls the 49ers a better version of the Cowboys. So what the hell are you talking about?
Oh, the California Cowboys.
Who, me?
Yeah.
You.
Yeah. They're the better
version of the Cowboys.
The better version.
Oh, wait. Did Tegan say win or lose or win or just make it?
Just make it.
Oh, yeah, they'll make it. They'll make it.
1,000%.
I'm not 100% sure.
It's because
wait a minute, guys.
Dak Prescott's under the Cowboys.
Are we taking?
Dak Prescott's under the Cowboys.
Guys, wait a minute. Are we taking? Okay, that year when Dak had Cooper and he had Lamb and he had Zeke. What year was
Cowboys
that?
curse. Cowboys curse.
What year was that?
Whatever year it was, Cowboys curse.
That alone,
whatever year, Cowboys curse.
That situation is
not
not
better than the 49ers team right now.
That situation is not close to the 49ers right now. Not close. Stop. Not close. Are we serious? We talking about okay, if we really want to do this, Brandon Ayuk was better than CeeDee Lamb at year 1, year 2. Right now. Debo and Amari Cooper, you can say Amari Cooper is better, but that's at the time when people were really getting on Amari Cooper, talking about being hella inconsistent, not wanting to show up. Okay. The running back, CMC is wiping Zeke. Wiping Zeke.
At that time, yes. At that time, yes. At that time, yes.
You're talking about 2021. You're talking about
2021 Zeke is nowhere near CMC.
2021 Zeke. Yeah, you're talking about 2021.
Not 2021.
What year are you talking about then?
Because CeeDee Lamb got drafted in 2020. So you have to be talking about 2021.
Maybe 2020. I'm thinking about maybe. I think that might be it. That year got hurt. That year got hurt.
Yeah, Dak got hurt in 2020.
Yeah, so 2020. Yeah, you're talking about the year Dak came back. He was balling, but the team was nice. If you look at the offense as a whole, George Kittle clears. Ayuk clears. Ayuk clears the Amari Cooper. Like, clear. Not even close.
That 37-10 season?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna give you the bean. This 49ers offense is one of the greatest offenses ever. Like, weapons wise. Weapons.
Okay.
What about okay? What about the O-line and the defense?
You said what?
Was y'all not calling this defense one of the best?
Hey, we had to watch more film.
Oh, we know who.
Okay. All of a sudden, that El Paso, Texas legend ran down their throat.
But like I said,
oh my god.
Yeah, the weapons as a whole, like the 49ers, white. Like it's one of the best ever. It's probably, if we're talking about as a crew with the weapons, with how me personally, you got the best tight end in the league.
You say something.
Some people say they got the best running back in the league, even after he's top 5, CMC for sure. With Ayuk, Debo too.
Who better than him?
I'm not gonna lie. If we're talking about this is one of the best weapons as a whole, probably somebody correct me.
Wait. So before we get off this train,
greatest show on turf.
Wait.
No.
We're talking about weapons wise. That's where they're literally at, but they're below them. Are they not?
What is going on?
I'm not saying.
If you have the second best tight end in the league, the best running back in the league, y'all swear Debo is top 10, top 20. Y'all swear he is.
And
so
Ayuk
top 15.
So if you think Ayuk is top 15, why isn't it the closest thing to greatest show?
It's probably the closest to the greatest show on turf. Just think about this. You had Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce. Then I'm not comparing. I'm not saying it's the same, but it's comparable. Like
Christian McCaffrey is white Marshall Park a little bit.
Like, bro.
Hey, so let me ask a question before we get off. So let me ask a question before we get off. What is the worst quarterback that can win with this 49ers team?
Brock Purdy.
It might be Brock.
So therefore, you're saying Jared Edge is better. Love to see it.
No, that's not true.
Is Jared Edge doing that?
That's not true.
The worst quarterback
that can win.
I think he can.
You know why? Because you know why?
Maybe Tua.
You know why I say no to Tua? Because he still got crazy weapons over there and still can't even get out the first round.
I'm not gonna lie. The better question.
Miami defense doesn't compare. Let's be real.
Does Tua make that comeback?
No.
I mean, he did come back on Lamar that one time.
That was in regular season.
No, that was. Every single time this past season, Tua never showed up when they needed him most. That's a fact.
MC Robinson said Geno Smith. I like that one.
No.
Oh, Geno's not winning with this team. Geno's not winning. Hey, would Baker win with this team?
No.
Maybe. I think Baker Moxie alone, and he's
I can't bring up Moxie with white quarterbacks. Why is it Moxie with white quarterbacks?
All right, well, appreciate y'all, man. Y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, become a Player's Choice member, get some Player's Choice merch, man. Y'all be easy. We will catch y'all on Wednesday.
Y'all tuning to Monday Night Raw right now. They about to boo them crowds. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. We want Cody.
Hashtag we want Cody.
Y'all be easy.